Hey, everybody, welcome. This is bonus content time. I'm Alex. Brant, you're in my house. We'll get to that later.
Wait, what?
Nobishin's here, Scott's here, Tony's here. There are no laws.
0 laws.
Also, for listing things, I use the colon at the end.
This is like not canonical. They're not going to know what we're talking about, Scott.
That is what makes it perfect. No, don't tell them. Don't tell them. They can wonder.
It's like the misuse of an Oxford comma, but in real life.
Oh, don't even start with me in this business. Write in with the comments below. Tweet at IrrationalPod or Alex O'Neill or any of these folks where you fall in the Oxford comma debate.
Yeah, I'm curious. I want to know how many people are against it, like actively against it.
There are those.
Yeah. I'm not anywhere near that kind of person.
Yeah, you're passive.
I'm passive.
It's okay. All you do to those people is all their lists. Make them use the colon.
Yeah. I use the colon in my list.
I use the colon.
So, there you go. Anyway, back to normal civilized discussions.
I think that's probably the most civilized discussion that we're probably going to have on the show.
Probably. Nobishin, how's life been treating you, man?
Fantastic.
The end.
All right, Alex, I want to hear about your whatevers.
No, we'll get to us at the end because we went on a journey to the center of the earth.
I wish it was that short.
Scott, how's your week been?
Let's see. Earlier today, I was ripping the gills out of some fish.
Probably pretty fishy.
You came back from Chicotee, I think.
Yeah, I was only there for I was there for 2 weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't take a vacation there. I went up to go work on the deck or the dock. Definitely dock, both
The deck.
actually.
Yeah.
Roof
Okay.
and then boarding on the dock because the bottom part of the dock kicked out. We were starting to lose land.
That's not good.
Yeah, so we went and fixed it.
Good. Keep it safe. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. See, I got there before you, Brant.
I was actually gonna.
I know. Cool. That's
You
your
want to
whole
hear a
weekend?
story about that?
No.
Why not?
Because it's just you fixing a dock.
Well, you see, not quite.
Okay. Here we
All
go.
right,
We're doing
so-
it, I guess.
All right, so you know the neighbors to the left of us when you go out onto the dock.
I have vacationed with them, so yes.
Yeah. Brant knows them very intimately.
No. Alex has been there, so he should know. Like, you know the house out
vaguely,
there?
yeah. I remember.
It's been
them.
so long
Alright,
since
so-
we were there.
I know, but like you've been
Can we
there.
do that again?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we
Alright.
should.
There's nobody renting it this year, so I mean, like,
We should do the thing we did with Might and Magic, but with like civilization and
So-
order tactics around a map.
So the weekend after next? Alright, sounds good.
No, you can't just do that, Tony. Just listen, Tony. Just because
Alright.
you have nothing to do doesn't mean the rest of us don't.
That's rude.
I mean, weekend after next, I believe, is when I'm done with work. So.
Sick burn. No, sick burn, Scott. Let it sizzle.
Fuck.
Why are you in my house?
That was a serious question.
Yeah, absolutely. Who are you? How'd you get in here?
It's like the Truman Project.
Yeah, what
Anyway,
about your
so,
neighbor,
yeah.
Scott?
Okay, so he got real weird. Knocked down his house. You might have seen the new one. Don't remember. He put up a fence. You guys remember a fence? Probably not. So he also put up cameras,
Oh,
and he
one of
was
them.
pointing them all over the place, which is kind of illegal.
Yeah, you got to point at your property. I found out this recently.
Yeah.
Voyeur.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It gets real sexy though.
On Horse Pillow Lane.
On Horse Pillow Lane. Yeah, that's where Scott's Chicotee house is. That's what it is.
So
Go
yeah,
on.
basically he's got all those out, and people. So that guy is kind of weird. As you can probably guess, nobody really likes him, and his place is kicking away as well.
Does he have a hot daughter though?
Probably not. He's from Jersey.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Doesn't matter how good you look. If you're from Jersey, you're ugly.
I don't.
You're
There's
ugly on the inside at the very least.
stories I cannot tell, but I understand where you're coming from. Yes.
Yeah. Every neighbor. Now I say that not just because I'm jumping on that bandwagon, but every neighboring person or person we've had rent our house from Jersey had complaints from other people, like while we were there, if they were our neighbors, or if they were at our house, the realtors complained about them.
Oh yeah, that's fucked up. So this person's like
it-
super not good.
Super Bad, starring
Well, I
Michael
mean,
Cera.
Jesus Christ! Don't laugh at that, Scott. Don't give him the time of day.
That's the point of my watch when you said time of day.
Yeah.
so yeah, basically,
listeners.
he went ahead and he pissed off the guy who pretty much builds the docks on Chickadee, the only guy who really does it there.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who fixes all the docks, not gonna fix his dock.
Absolutely not. So now he's got to hire you because you fixed your dock.
Not quite. We hired
Okay.
a guy. We just did half the work because he couldn't put his whole crew on it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So we're gonna kill this guy and bury him in the ocean.
No. Here's the problem.
This
Alex.
is the bonus content. No one watches this.
Here's the problem about it.
Yeah.
If he doesn't notice it in time to go get somebody else, like ferry somebody else down there and do it, then that could broach onto us, and we could start losing some of our land because his dock's not fixed.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
So you should kill him.
No, I'm gonna go a completely different way. You know which carpenter you should hire to fix it for very cheap. Jesus.
Yep. Yeah.
You're onto something.
Either
Brand.
Jesus or if you collect all 4 of the carpenters, the 4 chums from Ocarina of Time. Just cut out their boss, who's a jerk.
Yeah, he's a dick, man. Although he does help you get the Biggeron sword.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but he's just yelling at people. It's really lame. But those.
Why
are
do you
two
think they
options.
ran away to join
Gerudos?
the Gerudo?
They're pretty fine.
Yeah,
Gerudos.
there's a
pretty-
lot of reasons to
pretty
go,
great.
go and try and join
This is
the...
the low poly models.
Yeah.
Hot models.
Cool. Well, I mean, I hope it works out, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Was that your week?
Okay, so yeah, ripped some gills out of some fish.
Yeah.
And
remember
built a dock.
This week in Scott.
This week in Scott. Did you play any video games? Just give me a heads up.
Not really.
No, he played. Listen, he played Dock Builder Sim 2015.
I'm surprised it's not a game yet. With fucking Euro Truck Simulator.
Yeah, no, it's got Connect support and PS2 iToy support.
It sounds like a game Tony would play, to be
I
perfectly
played
honest.
it.
I'm sure.
Dock Builder.
Yeah,
No,
Dock Builder.
Euro Truck Simulator.
Are you
I
gonna get
know.
American Truck Simulator?
But never mind.
That's a good question, Tony. Are you
I
going to...
should get a track IR for that game.
Yeah, you should. You want the most inclusive...
Have you ever seen
Like
Rob
in-depth.
stream that game before?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. It's great shit.
All right, so Tony, if you do get it, you need to do something for me.
What?
Find the Nissan Altima.
Find a Nissan
Hit it.
Altima and hit it.
Why?
Just do it.
Because we want you to hit a foreign car in America.
No,
because
wait,
America.
Wait, Scott, was that the car you were in when a truck hit you?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Oh my god,
I
it's
make the
terrible! Tony, how was your week?
It was a week.
We missed you last
Biggest
week.
truck
Yeah,
So
so-
personally,
For the past
missed
3
you.
weeks, my week has been like do homework up until like super late,
Yeah.
sleep until 2 in the afternoon, get up, play video games for 2 hours, then go to class for 3 hours, repeat.
That sounds terrible.
Because I have a math class that I'm
Maths.
finishing.
As I say in Britain.
Sure.
it's true.
And it's like it's 3 hours a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that's a lot of fun.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Cheese and rice.
So I'm doing that, and then on the weekends I kind of just chill. And then my parents weren't around for an entire week because they went on vacation, but I couldn't go because I had the class. Plus I'm like working every once in a while. So
Because plus you're like a responsible fucking adult. Harold would like to comment on the YouTube video and say, "I'm watching this."
Oh, from
In
Hey
response,
Arnold?
yeah, Harold from Harold
Cool.
Price, our good friend at USFHBomb on Twitter, which in response to my saying no one watches this.
I have a question.
Yes.
How come like randomly Facebook will notify you when like a friend who you don't even ever talk to ever uploads like a random photo that you're not tagged in?
They want you to rekindle.
Did it say uploaded a photo of you?
No, it said uploaded a photo. Period.
That's odd. Maybe it's like a notification setting that you can turn off.
Maybe.
Yeah,
It's so weird because once every couple months I'll get like a notification like something posted on his wall or something posted a new picture.
I don't really like you referring to people as some things. Okay, Tony.
Something in the way
Whatever.
she moves.
We're an inclusive show.
It's better than just outing people's names.
Yeah.
I'd prefer you say water bag.
You should refer to them by pseudonyms like Jack White and Barry Baggins.
What about you should refer to them exclusively as meat sacks.
From here on, we will refer to all other humans that are not on the show as Soylent Green.
Yeah. It is people.
It is
What about-
people.
What about plebes?
Filthy plebs. Filthy pleb 1 uploaded a photo.
Yeah.
I'm still up with water bags.
So yeah, that's my week, man. It's just class. So.
Okay. I'm sorry that you're so bogged down. Although it sounds like you got a good schedule going.
Yeah, but except my class ends in 2 weeks, so the weekend after next, we could totally go on vacation.
We could.
Vacation all
I don't know if I will be able to.
Vacation time.
I'm sure you can figure it out.
No. I'm a wizard, actually. I can figure anything out. Not true. I'm lying through my teeth.
You know what would make that possible, Alex O'Neill? If you had a time turner, you could make that happen.
And if you went
comes-
downstairs,
I go down a
And you
staircase,
go down the staircase.
dressed as an elegant.
If
yet
you
beautiful
were
woman.
Emma Watson, we would be having completely different 27 hours.
I hope.
what
not.
would be happening?
I hope we could just have like the same 27 hours and have a good time.
We would probably talk about her UN affiliation. That would be amazing.
Yeah, I would love to talk to her about that.
That'd be great.
Nabshin, how's life been treating you this week?
Didn't you ask me this already?
I asked you this before we started the boner content. Bonus content. Sorry, what? Stop.
Now I'm confused. You started out. You asked
I
me how
started
I was.
saying, Nabshin, how's your week? But I didn't hear anything. Did you say something?
Oh, I did, but
Oh.
I guess I've been I switched my settings, so I'm on CDO, so hopefully you can hear me better now.
It sounds like it's coming through your computer mic right now.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. You want
Okay. Well, how's your week, Alex?
it was good. Brant Range, who obviously you're watching the video version, so you're seeing all this. Brant, you came down from Long Island.
Yes.
Why?
Am I doing this?
No, why did you come down from Long Island?
I wanted to see you in the real life. We're internet friends.
Yes, we are internet friends, and we've been in the same room at the same time before. We just never spoke.
True, yes, but that's true of us and lots of our internet friends.
Yeah, true. But now I think I've met all of them. I hope so.
I don't think did you meet Connor at 300?
No, it's
Then you
not.
didn't meet him.
One left. Connor POZ
He's a cool man,
coming after him. Yeah, you came down.
and I'm still down
Yeah, you're still here.
with the sickness.
We talked about this. Yes, indeed. Ooh, We talked about you coming down for a while. We could do record an episode of Waffles versus Pancakes, which we did. We did that last night.
75 minutes.
Yeah, about love,
It's true.
about the romance. I believe romance is how you phrased it.
Yeah, because we were talking about the OK Cupids.
Which was, I wish we had recorded a video of it for many reasons, but mostly for how we were sitting on a couch staring into each other's eyes.
It's pretty great. What is it? A leather couch.
Yeah,
You were under a blanket. We're both in our jams.
jams.
We're having a jam.
Silk jammies.
Silk jammies. Head
Sounds
to
like my
toe.
kind of jam.
It was a Scott kind of jam.
It's true. We had a Marvin Gaye cover band in the corner.
Yeah.
Laying on some tunes.
The full band set was hard to fit in my house, but
Yeah. Well,
we managed it.
the best part, we had to use a crane for the steel drum.
Yeah. So we did that.
Right.
You wanted to go to some music shop in
Soundgarden in Baltimore.
the second best music store in America.
As voted by Rolling Stone, yes.
Yes, which is high praise. We went there today.
We did. Yep. I've always wanted to go.
Yeah. It was a bucket list item for you, which I was surprised by.
Yeah, because I've always wanted to go. They had a location. The owner opened a location in Syracuse, New York, because he had lived there for a while and he wanted to have a record store there. So I was familiar with the brand, but I hadn't been to the original, and I'd wanted to since I guess '09, and so here we are, 6 years later.
Yeah, it was pretty cool in there. I have to say. So I liked it. I'm
We
not.
went to the pit.
Yeah, we went to Chaps
Chaps.
Pit Beef because we were in Baltimore and it was actually like really close by. So
Went to Wegmans.
we went to Wegmans, which apparently you have some weird obsession with.
Anybody who's been to Wegmans loves Wegmans.
No, I'm saying it sounds like you're being assaulted by like an
A
inkjet
casino.
printer.
No, he's in a casino.
I don't know why.
I was gonna guess he was making smoothies. I was gonna ask him for one.
Smoothies.
Oh, God.
We haven't made smoothies.
No, we haven't made smoothies. Delicious.
Um,
What else did we? We went to Wegmans. We went to Cold Stone Creamery.
we went to Cold Stone Creamery, which I haven't done in like a year and a half. Bless you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Lord. It's been an indulgent 28 hours,
Yeah.
full of just food with gummy worms,
Mexican Coke.
cocaine from Mexico,
Cake batter ice cream.
brownie bits.
Brownie bits. Rainbow sprinkles galore.
We went on a walk around the lake.
We went on a walk today, which was very nice. I took you to my special spot, Winky Face.
spoke about entropy.
We've been basically podcasting since you got here. We've had like this never-ending dialogue that like we went to bed at one point and woke up and then just continued the conversation.
Yeah, I forget. I opened up. You said so. You said like hello to me, and I just started fucking.
You just
jumped
you
into
just
it.
started. I'm surprised I'm not exhausted.
No, I'm sure it'll hit us both. When I have my 5-hour drive tomorrow, I'm gonna crawl out of my car and take a shower, and I'm gonna sleep for days.
You're gonna cry because you're not with me anymore.
Write in my diary.
Yeah, we've had a fun time. We've gone on some adventures.
Yeah.
Which is very not like me. I'm just a poor, lazy person.
That's what I asked you, like where people hung out when we went to dinner yesterday.
We
I'm like,
went to Hickory Ridge Grill.
It's true, which is where all the middle 30-somethings
All the single ladies.
go.
Yeah.
People with kids. And I asked Alex, like, so where do people go?
And I was like, I don't know.
I was like, where do people go in this neck of the woods to like meet other people?
You
Just
go to
as-
Washington D.C.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. See, he didn't even say that. He just looked at me like a deer in the headlights.
That's because Alex doesn't meet people.
Yeah, and I don't talk to people.
And so I asked him, like, is there a bar scene? Because I don't particularly want to go to bars or anything, but I just wanted to know what was going on in his neck of the woods. And he like a deer in the headlights, just kind of looked at me and said, "I don't know."
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
I like.
there is a bar scene.
Yeah, there is. I mean, I've been to a few. I told you about a couple experiences that I had.
But you've never been to a bar with me.
I haven't. Sounds terrifying.
Oh, it is. It's like a 1980s music video.
I want
yeah.
in.
Yeah, right.
That's true.
I've
2
gone,
weekends from now.
I've gone on a pub crawl that I told you about briefly.
It's true. Yeah, go away for your friend's birthday, right?
Yeah. I organized it, put it together. I ran it. I made sure everyone got it to everywhere they needed to get to safely.
You're Mama Duck.
I'm Mama Duck.
You're Mama Dukes.
People follow my butt because I'm Mama Duck. Fun fact.
Ladies.
Scott and Tony probably didn't know that.
Ladies call me Mama Duck.
Absolutely. It's the only thing I'll respond to in bed.
Ladies.
Fantastic.
That's why they call it. That's why.
Not to rape me.
That's why it calls this boner content.
Yeah, boner content.
Boner content.
John Anderson called this boner content. I just thought it was really funny.
But so long as you don't mention the bird, he will not rape you. So fantastic.
Yeah, ducks have corkscrew dicks that they rape women with. Female ducks with, I should say. Women ducks.
Wucks.
I'm not kidding. This is 100% true.
No, I understand. I have read about that. It's horrifying.
Watch the scientifically accurate intro to
DuckTales?
DuckTales, yeah. And you'll know.
Huey, Dewey, Louis. Louis.
It's probably short for Lewis.
Yeah, I know. Hugh.
Hubert.
Lewis, and the news.
Doist.
Taoist.
and
Buddhists.
And Lewis. Yeah, we've done a lot is the gist of it. What do you think of Maryland? This is your first time kind of spending an extended amount of time here.
Right, I drove as a child when we would take family trips to Florida. When we drove down 2 or 3 times, so I've gone through the state, but I've never really spent any time here. It's pretty cool. It's nice. We've gone to a couple of cool places. We didn't really stay in the city proper.
Yeah, but we got to go around Baltimore.
We got to go around Baltimore. I noticed that there's a street that's all gentlemen's clubs.
Yes,
I did not expect that.
South Baltimore Avenue, I believe it was.
Yeah, it was gentleman club after gentleman's club after gentleman's club. That was
Porn store across the street.
That from
he knew about it. I told him about the porn store chaps.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's different types of chaps are worn
Oh yeah.
in the gentleman's club.
Yeah. What was
Then-
it? Like the Golden Girl was the gentleman's
Yes,
club.
B. Arthur's children.
The Golden Girl.
Yeah.
And then across the street, 24-hour porn video.
Thank God for 24 hours. It's just, it has to compete with the internet. So sometimes if you're jonesing at 3 a.m.
I've always like wondered, like, I mean, I'm sure they sell like dildos as well. So
Yeah, so if you need a dildo and some,
if you need a dildo, prepare to dilgo. If you know what I'm saying.
we should do their literature. We should
Yeah.
do their brochures.
Yeah.
No dilly-dallying in this place.
Yeah, like we can write the Baltimore tourist brochure where it's like, if you need a place to go to get good food, go to Chaps, and you can jerk off in the porn store next door.
That's true. I'm sure they sell some high-quality digital video discs.
Yeah. Blu-rays.
I don't know if porn made the jump to
Have you ever
Blu-rays.
watched 1080p porn?
Yes.
It's fucking incredible.
It's horrifying.
It's the best.
1080p. I have a friend who's like so anti-high def porn,
I think I've had this discussion with Tony before, at the very least.
where he's like, I want it to be like 360 by 480 so that like none of the flaws are accentuated.
No. That's why
So-
you get the most beautiful women for the video.
Yeah, you misogynist piece of garbage. Any
Right?
flaws. Accentuate the... I have a pornography-related question for those who are willing to answer it. There are two schools in the porn universe.
Oh my god.
Well,
Only two?
There are many schools. We're only going to focus on two because we could spend an entire boner cast talking about.
Nabisha just
Like,
came
like
back in the
as an
hangout. He's like,
education system kind of school.
Yeah, no, we have some
Yeah.
we have some literature. It's photocopied. They're apparently artist renditions, pop art versions of the male and the female body. That's
yeah,
what it
okay,
looked like.
shoot.
But
What's
anyway,
your
the
question?
two things. There's some people who, when they find a porn star that they like, they just serial watch her entire line of work,
Mm-hmm.
and there are people that just jump around.
Okay.
Do you? Because I noticed that you're on this 1080p streak where you're trying to
No,
find
I mean, like, I'm not, like, just 1080p.
the world's
I
most
just think-
beautiful women.
I just think it's awesome, that's all. No, I jump around.
Jump around. I'm a jump around man myself.
Depends on my mood. I have a list.
Old faithful, old reliable.
I have some things that I'll fall back on.
A Word document that'll make your head spin.
Some names that I'll remember for the rest of my life.
It's exactly. I have them tattooed on my chest.
A few crystals that I'll never forget.
Meth.
No, not meth. You sound good, Domishin. It doesn't sound like you're in a tunnel full of printers and inkjet anymore.
Okay.
All right.
Tony, do you have an answer for that question as well?
It's 8:05. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yes is your answer.
Yes
to, that
to
question?
both.
Well, only because I didn't have my headphones on a second ago.
Okay.
So I didn't
Oh.
actually hear the question.
Well, that's a weird way to live your life.
That's
Yeah.
that's a great answer though.
So I just say yes. I live my life on the edge.
Okay.
All right, cool. That's a nice point.
What's your answer to that question?
Mine?
Yeah.
I most of the time I jump around, but there are a couple of names.
But there are a few names.
There are a few names that I will
scrawled
never forget.
on the bottom of your calf. So you're like me.
Yeah. Here's the weird thing, though, and here's my last point, and then I'm gonna lay this all on Alex as the host.
Yeah.
I
got a plan. Don't worry.
I've realized because I was born in 1991, so I'm 24, and people can enter the pornographic industry at the age of 18. So porn stars are starting to get younger than me, and that's starting to get real weird.
Yeah.
So I'm.
Yeah, it is weird.
There's-
I'm in the same boat. So yeah.
There's a turning point where I was just they have Wikipedia pages, just
Yeah.
straight up Wikipedia.
Boobapedia.
Pages. No, just regular Wikipedia, Vanillapedia, where you can find out about like.
Oh, it's Vanillapedia.
yeah,
all right.
you could find out about like Mario 64.
This is the raunchiest bonus content we've ever had.
or
This is the true boner content.
yeah, a porn star's name, and I looked one up, and it was like 1994, and I was like, I need to end my life right now. Where's the Drano? And then I switched, and it was like 1987, and I'm like, all right.
Oh, thank God.
Thank you, Jesus Christ, the light at the end of the tunnel.
Harold in the comments says Huey Lewis in the news.
She likes dolphins. One of the starlets
I
that I
think I
enjoy.
know exactly who you're
Oh
talking about.
God, I'm really afraid.
It's such a specific thing. As for me, outside of this weekend, because I did other things.
Yes.
No, I'm not. My life isn't just you, Brant.
Yet.
Yet, that's terrifying.
Until you need a kidney.
Yeah, true. O negative? Is that your blood type?
O'Neill.
No.
Negative.
Jesus.
Damn.
I walked right into that. Yeah, I went on a walk for the first time in like months earlier this week and today. And and it was like super wonderful. Like I got like my creative juices flowing again. Like I forgot that when I went on a walk, like the way my endorphins like release, because obviously you exercise, you get kind of like this chemical release in your brain that makes you feel better, happier. Yeah, I know, it's super hot. But the way it worked with me was like I just got all this creative energy, and I remember all these projects that I still want to do and plan on doing, and it just got me excited about doing them again, which is something that I just hadn't felt in a while. So it was a good week. Other than that, yeah, I had a really, really chill week. I got out of my little burnout of gaming and feeling good.
That
Played
was
some,
fast.
dude. I don't hit slumps. I'm gonna keep it going. I just have like comfort food games that I think I can always turn to. But let's start the real show so we can talk about those such video games.
Yeah, fuck my week.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nabashin. Well, you threw it to me earlier. And then you disappeared. What's up with you, Nobshin?
Nothing. Everything's been fine. I've been uncling all weekend. I don't have to uncle today because they're at the Great Wolf Lodge, so that's pretty much
Are you
fine.
you trepidatious about the nieces and nephews disappearing again
The
soon?
nephew and niece, but yes.
Yes, the nephew and niece.
He leaves. They leave. Both of them leave on August 4th, which is the same day I was going to take my nephew William to see the Dragon Ball Z movie. So I told his father to take him instead of me. But I'll go with my other nephew Vernon, who lives here with me. So
Yeah.
we'll have.
Vernon's a G, man.
Vernon's really good.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Been seeing like I don't, did I talk about this about like how compared to like Vernon, like my niece and nephew, they're just like, you could almost say terrible children in a way.
You mentioned it a little bit when your niece and nephew first visited. Yeah.
It's more of like we kind of like brainwashed Vernon to know like, not to talk back and like not to really question everything and like generally be just a good kid, and like he totally is that, but in a way that made him like really sissified in a way, and like you need to compare him to like my other niece and nephew, William and Yasminda. They talk back, they ask why and stuff like that. So my parents get really, really mad dealing with them most of the time. So because like they're just not used to that. Because like sure when they used to live with us, they still did that, but it was like at a very lower level. But since they haven't seen us in like years, it's like kind of like what you say? Are you talking back? And my dad gets like really mad about it. And it's more of them becoming teenagers and stuff like that. And
teenagers.
Yeah.
Teens.
Are they older than Vernon or no?
No, Vernon's the oldest. Vernon is 12, William is 12, and Yasminda is 11.
Okay. Huh. I remember like the only time I ever met Vernon was when Tony and I visited. I don't know if Scott was there.
This is Greg. Greg.
It was
God,
Greg.
stop it!
It was
Stop
Greg.
hating on Greg!
It was Greg the whole time. I just look at Scott's picture and it's Greg, and I start freaking out.
Then you look at Tony's picture and it's Greg again.
No, I look at Tony's picture and it's Evan, and I'm deeply confused. Yeah, and I met Vernon. He looked very young then. But that was like years ago, right?
Then you look at Evan's picture and you see
2012.
the cast of DuckTales.
That was
3 years ago.
That's a significant amount of time.
That is like a quarter of that person's life.
That actually is. So
And,
Sorry to bring this shit down.
you're fine. But yeah, it's been great hanging out with them. I'll be sad to see them go. My niece is already like asking me questions. It's like, can we see on contact? Can you use Kik, like this app that I never used before, and message
Oh my
me?
god, that's a teen app.
Yeah,
Kik?
totally.
Yeah, QIK, I believe it's
I've
called.
never heard of it. I'm
KIK.
old now. KIK?
I think it's
KIK.
KIK. Yeah, I thought it was QIK. That's how.
QIK would be way better. Bish.
Wait, what was the thing? What else did they use? This other app. Teens use this other app. Shit. It's
Teen Zone?
No, Teen Zone with Nice Scoville. ComedyButton.com.
That's a whole other experience.
Shit. No, it's Yik Yak.
Yik
Yak.
Yeah,
Do you know what
yeah.
Yik Yak is? Do any of you know what Yik Yak is?
Yeah, my niece has mentioned it. I don't
Yes,
really know.
I used to have it a while ago.
Really? Because would
Was-
you like to explain it?
Is this the forum thing? Tony?
So okay, here's what Yik Yak is.
Here's what the teens are doing.
Okay.
This is what the kids are into these days. I think I still have it on my phone, so I'll pull it up for
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm looking at it now. Yes.
No, I deleted it. So basically, what it is it is an app where you write on basically a message board, and people can respond to you. But who does that? But essentially, you are texting, or not even texting. It's like tweeting, but only to the 200 closest users to you.
So you could be
yeah.
like rave.
Yeah,
Now.
like rave is here, and then you can do something, or like
Drop a pin.
who's trying to get fucked, and then
I do.
yeah. Exactly. That's what it's for. It's really popular on college campuses.
The good thing would be if you get all of us together in one place, and then you were to do something like you put up a Yik Yak and being like, "Yo, party's here," and then all of us are just like, "Yo, the party's dope," and try to inflate the numbers.
Yo, man, we were the teens. We were the teens when this podcast started. Now we're not.
Yeah, you're no longer the teens.
So weird.
Yep.
It's weird because sometimes I'll go back and listen to like episode 20 or whatever of IP, and it's like different person. I'm not that person anymore.
Yeah, because you were a teen.
Yeah.
You were in the teen zone.
I was in the teen zone. All right. You guys ready to start recording?
Yep.
We spoke about porn and teens. Dear Lord.
Cum teens. There it is. Found it.
Hashtag categories.
All right. On one, I'm just going to assume everyone's ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was distracting, so I had to close my eyes.
Was not ready. Still nailed it.
button.
Again.
Did you do it, Tony?
No, I totally haven't pressed the button yet.
Yes or no? Like,
No,
really?
like for real, I forgot to go press the button.
All right, I'm deleting my track.
All right, can I do the thing again?
Yeah, you can do whatever
It's
you want.
5, and then I'm going to throw it to you. On
Okay.
One. Got it?
All right, is everybody ready now?
I want to crack my
Yeah.
knuckles.
Okay. On one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not as fun when
Okay,
you're ready.
kids.
It's not nearly as fun when you're ready.
I know.
Whoa. Save it for the pre-show.
Ladies. Aw.
Sick people, you know that?
Yeah. I mean, Brant mostly, but yeah.
I'm, great irony, one of the tamest people. Craziest personalities, one of the tamest people.
You should see him in bed, though.
Oh, I thought you just had the cold.
You good, Nabishin?
Yeah, I just got a message. Like I bought like Xbox Live. There was an Xbox Live code for like $35, and then they sent me the wrong code, so I had to email them, and I just got the message about having a new code. So
Sweet.
Customer support is great when it works.
Xbox customer support is pretty dope.
Never had to use it.
actually, it was like from a third party, like on eBay. So it worked out anyway, though.
Fuck that shit, then.
Hey,
Fuck,
$35, dude. Like,
fuck $.
That's how many burritos is that from Chipotle? $35.
$35? Burritos, they're like $7.
Burritos. So that's in a no tax world, it'd be five burritos. 7 times 5 is 35. All right, but in the tax world, probably we're looking at a good 4.
All right, let's do this. It is Friday, July 24th, 2015, and you are listening to the Irrational Passions podcast. I am Alex O'Neill, your host.
Not
this
really the
evening.
host, though.
I am absolutely the host. I'm in charge. My pants are on this time, and I'm going to be your guiding light through this journey of darkness. With me, I have Scott Guth here.
Hello.
Tony Horvath.
Hello.
Brian Nabishin Jackson.
Macho Man was always better than Hulk Hogan.
I agree. Implicitly.
I like Goldberg.
In my house, I have the one, the only, Brant Ramlin Range.
Good day.
Good day, sir.
Hey.
You should have imitated Scott like Tony did. Hello.
Hello.
I do that every week.
Yeah.
Hello.
No.
What's going on, Internet?
Hey! What's going on, Internet? I have a story. Brap.
Sigh.
Money in the bank.
Money in the bank?
Brant, you're in my house.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Every single time.
I started driving, and I didn't stop, and I ended up
Crashed in
in
my house.
Pillow Pants Way, and here we are.
Don't make fun of the road names where I
the
live.
road names where Alex lived.
Bonnet Brim Course. It's a beautiful name.
For an RPG hat.
It's true that I live in a town where like every road is like an RPG road.
There's like
Sleepy
Blue September
Horse.
Way.
Sleepy Horse. or like Quiet Hours,
Hyper Koala.
Hyper Koala. What RPGs are you playing, Tony? Jesus.
Boomer Kawanger Way.
Strictly Tales games.
Oh no! Here's a
DuckTales.
real good. Here's a real good RPG one. Thunderhill Road.
Thunderhill Road, and that's a real road near me.
Yo, babe.
Blue February Way,
Blue
Rolling
February
Thunder,
Way,
hear my
Blue
cry.
New Country Court. Yeah, I live in a fucking fairy
Prisoner
tale.
Amsterdam.
Prisoner Amsterdam.
Yep.
Brant, welcome to Irrational Passions podcast.
Thank you so much
Cameo.
for having me in your home and on your show.
Candyland. Is that what you just said? Candyland?
I think Cameo.
Shoots and ladders.
Shoots and
Landers.
ladders. Shoots and lanyards.
Doves.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to host you. We've had gone on adventures. We talked about that in the bonus content.
Indeed.
You've had a good time in Maryland, I hope.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Now that you're here, you're a part of the Irrational Passions experience. You get to see how much of a train wreck it is up close and personal.
Yeah, no, I noticed that when you guys were yelling, and I could not lower my levels.
Yep. Can't reach. It's like the mixer's over there, and
It's like I'm a Triceratops.
yeah. Well, if you want to hear about our weird adventures in Maryland and porn and teens, apparently that was the,
Of age.
of
teens.
age teens, 18 and older. You can listen to the bonus content, which you can always watch for every episode. YouTube.com/Irrational Passions, where we kind of talk about life and stuff. And we do that before the show to kind of warm up, and also so if people are still curious about that,
They
it's
should check it
there.
out.
The big thing I think when we started doing that was like we still wanted to catch up with each other, but we wanted to cut down on recording time. So this is like the perfect compromise. It was Nabishin's idea. So.
Was it?
Yeah.
I just do that.
You're the
Things
ideas,
I don't-
man.
I don't remember what I say. I give you my idea so you can just totally steal it. I just don't remember when I do it.
I try not to steal any of your ideas.
I mean, not steal. I mean, like I give them to you willingly. I wanted to.
you
know?
gift them to me like a bonnet brim chorus.
That's +5 to dexterity, by the way. You put that on.
Absolutely. We've got an amazing show lined up for you.
Wow.
Better than great. Amazing.
Well, that's something to live up to.
Yeah. We'll have educational Oxford comma debates. No, we
There's
won't.
no debate.
No, we won't. We're going to have a great time. Great show. Tons of news, tons of games, and some a voicemail and everything around it to talk about. So let's get right into it. House cleaning. By the time you hear this, Monthly Passions will be up. I promise.
Housekeeping.
Yes. Yes, please open the door. I'm not naked and jerking off on the bed right now.
Oh.
Has there ever been a situation where someone's like, yeah, I like to ring housekeeping just so they can come in when I'm jerking off on the bed?
I've never heard that before.
First of all,
It's a thing. You don't have to respond.
that has never crossed my mind.
It's fucked up, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a shitty thing to do to a person.
Yeah.
Anyway, house cleaning on the website, irrationalpassions.com. Monthly Passions will be up. Soon...
I got a dog.
Yes, you do. Thanks, Tony. Soon, Waffles versus Pancake will be up. I'm gonna
It is going to be an incredible episode.
I'm gonna make sure that goes up on Irrational Passions as well. I'll handle posting it there, and you'll handle getting it up. How's that sound?
Sometimes it's hard to get it off.
Sometimes it's hard. And we gotta bring that back.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. This one about romance
Romance.
is particularly excellent, I think.
Yes.
And that's about it for stuff going on the site. If you haven't checked it out, please, I would appreciate if you read my article over at pixelkin.org, how Persona 3 helped me get over my chronic fatigue syndrome. It's pretty great, I think. I'm very proud of it. Other than that, yeah, let's get right into it. Let's get cracking. Brant, where are you from the internet? Where can people find more of you if they wanted to?
This is like an inside-out thing.
Yep.
ReadRetro.com, hopefully another site that I can't mention quite yet. I submitted a couple of articles after the pitches were accepted. We'll see how that goes. At BRange on Twitter. In my house.
In my house,
In your house.
apparently.
In your eyes.
Let's talk about video games. Brant,
Mhm.
what have you been playing?
Been playing Yales of Symphonia
Yales of Symphonia?
on the Nintendo GameCube.
I'm pretty sure most people here on the show have played Tales of Symphonia.
I played-
Tony has. I feel like Nabishin, you've dabbled.
Totally
Yeah, I
did.
definitely dabbled. Yes.
I played like almost every Tales game.
Yeah. So
Thanks to somebody.
Oh, okay.
So here's
Just saying, somebody didn't have a PS3 for a long fucking time.
this is what I have to deal with. I'm
This,
trying to
this
talk
is
to him,
this
and
is
he
a point of
yells at
contention.
people.
I'm sorry.
He's a
Continue.
yelling man.
Yeah.
I played Tales of Symphonia when it came out. I was 13 at the time, and I haven't really touched it since. So I decided that I was like, oh man, that game is really great.
Was your mind as blown as mine when you saw it had 2 discs on the GameCube?
Yes, but you know what? I had friends who played RPGs on the PS1, and they were like 3 or 4 discs long, so I just knew it would be a long game.
I have my GameCube copy over there. Actually, I'm looking.
Yes,
at
you
it.
Actually, that's my GameCube copy, Alex.
Yeah. Well, you left it here.
It's become absorbed. It's in the
You
wall.
you dropped it on the floor, and I picked it up. Fair game.
5-second roll.
Actually, you borrowed it from me, and I just said, like, whatever.
Yeah, if you want it back, you should.
Well, we were talking about Genus, and everyone got flustered.
That's true. It was a flustery occasion.
Amateurs. So that's from the game.
Yeah.
It's from the pod.
Genus has been the title of a couple of our podcasts. before.
Genus has been the butt of several jokes here.
So you can find that podcast that's like Genus something or other, and that's when Alex got my copy of Tales of Symphonia.
There you go.
But he has a crush on Persea, and it's cute.
It's cute.
It's really cute. Even though
He
she's
makes
really
sandwiches real good.
Even though Genus is a little piece of shit.
Yeah, Persea is also 28,
Yeah, it's super weird,
but
right?
she just hasn't aged,
yeah.
which is kind of good. Because
Are we getting into like the really fucked up parts about Tales of Symphonia right now?
I don't really want to do the spoiler horn that much, but anyway, what happened is I played it as an adult, and like there's some fucking overtones in that game that that went so over my head as a 13-year-old. That game handles like really big topics in over the course of the game. Like race plays a huge part in the plot of that game.
Yeah, it does. It's like all about racism. Just
Which
like
is like
like
whoa.
Tales of the Abyss is a lot about like this weird like what is human,
and what is not. Right?
what is not, and like cloning thing. It's like
Each Tales game's got an existential crisis going on.
yeah, it's kind of it's great though.
Right.
I feel like they treat it with a lot of
Reverence.
compassion and reverence. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So it was really, really great. The plot blew me away. The characters had way more depth than I remembered, because I remembered only a little bit of that game.
Mm-hmm.
There's a point toward the end of the game where one character can come back, but another one has to die, or kind of like vice versa.
Yeah, but like you can have it so neither character dies. You just don't get one in your party.
Right. Either you get a super rad character and another super rad character has to die, or you don't get this character back and the other person doesn't have to die.
Yep.
I killed the motherfucker.
Yeah, you did. You told me about this. Obviously, we're not going to ruin it for anybody.
Right. But I guess that's all I've been playing. I played through that game 4 days.
Oh, that is not all you've been playing.
Oh, you're right. So that was the good game that I played, and it was a really great experience. And actually, what I did is I found out that there was an anime of Tales of Symphonia, and I watched that, and it's interesting. It adds, you should play the game.
Yeah.
But because it can't be, in total it was a 5-hour original video animation. OVA. It had to cut a tremendous amount of stuff, and like characters were completely cut out, and the plot was smushed. But what it did was it gave more of the backstory to the characters. Things that were only alluded to in the games were actually fleshed out more in the anime, and so that was actually pretty.
How many hours is 4 hours?
I think 5.
Okay.
And it's well worth watching. But the game is super worth playing. It's definitely one of the best games that I played on the GameCube. It's really the only RPG that came out on the GameCube.
Yeah. Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door.
And there's You're right, Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door, which is also it's an exceptional game.
I agree. Did you ever watch the anime, Tony? No. The answer is no.
Okay. All right. It's good. Tales of Symphonia is good. There's another game I've been playing though, Alex.
Yeah, we played this together. We sat down and said, "Let's play this
Together.
And we recorded it."
Oh,
Which is to say,
an ongoing process, by the way. After this Passions, we're going to do a few more. We have been playing Yonky Dong 46.
Yonky Dong
Subtitled
46.
Donkey Kong 64. So that game is an utter piece of human trash.
Okay, so here let's preface this.
That's me rewinding the tape.
Yeah,
So you can
that was
hit play.
that was a very okay. I'm gonna take a soundbite of that and get a gif of it.
click.
Brant, when we were talking about him coming and visiting, and doing Waffles First Pancakes or whatever, he saw that I was starting doing Let's Plays back up again when I did Paper Mario. He's like, we should do a Let's Play. I'm like, all right, what do you want to do? Donkey Kong 64. He didn't even let me finish what I was saying or whatever. I'm like, you hate that game. Brant hates that game.
I hate that.
I
game.
like that game.
I hate that game.
It's dated. It's not very polished.
That game
and it has
is shitty.
a ton of issues.
Fucked up.
But I like it.
It's trash.
And so I thought, yes, we should do that. So when you got here, or actually we were talking about it before you left on Thursday, I was like, who do you think should play it? And you're like, well, me, of course, because I hate it. And I'm like, absolutely. I completely agree. So
how's it lived up to your expectations?
it's so much. It's way better. Like, it's been a great experience. So I've never done a Let's Play with somebody else. It's worth establishing.
And I've never done a Let's Play, period.
Yeah. So you yeah.
You wouldn't count Daily Premonition as one, would you?
Oh yeah. I guess that would be it. That's weird. So like I'm talking about like recorded videos, but that was live streamed. But it's the same experience. I've absolutely never done a Let's Play where I watch someone else play a game.
Ah, okay.
So this has been my first like viewing experience. So you've been playing, which is funny because it's still called Alex Plays.
So bad.
It's called Alex Plays with Brant Ranch, to be fair.
You can also search that on various other websites.
But Jesus. But
Female Alex. Continue.
I get, of course. It's just me in a wig. I've got to keep the branding going.
Right.
The branding going.
The branding going.
And it's been a goddamn experience.
Such a bad game.
We've played like what, 4 hours of it so
I think
far?
we played 4 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Got a lot of nanners.
We got like 23 bananas, something like that.
Yeah.
Golden
bananas.
golden bananas. So we're almost a quarter of the way through. We could totally finish it tonight.
Yes.
Not at all. And like, the first few episodes were just you just like utter garbage, trash, I hate this, fuck this, and it's just me laughing. And then later on, you settled down off of calling it trash because you thought, I guess, you'd established it well enough.
I still call it trash like 3 times an episode.
3 times an episode. That's a drinking game. If you have a rum and coconut, you take a rum and coke and put some coconut juice in it because coconut gun. If he shoots you, it's gonna hurt. You drink that every time Brant says that Donkey Kong 64 is bad.
I'm learning a lot of Latin. I'll tell you that much.
It's like this fake Latin. I've forgotten most of what's in this game. It's like this fake Latin every time you get a new ability. Like Kongus smash 'em.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know. We've just been coming up with fake names. That's all. Wait, Kongus erectus.
Kongus erectus is a good one. The Konga Sutra.
Konga Sutra. Kongus longus.
Kongalingus.
Kongalingus. So
we talked about geopolitical theories. We talked about throwing javelins.
You related the story.
No,
No, I'm just going to tell him.
you're going to give him a bit.
I'm going to give him a bit,
right.
And then we'll get to how it happened. You related Donkey Kong, the original arcade game, and Donkey Kong Jr. to the Iraq War in a way I would have. I'm not even kidding right now. In a way I would have never fucking expected. That's like episode 7. What I'm saying is you should watch this because it's fucking so stupid.
It's a slow motion train wreck. I played the original Donkey Kong, which is a better
You played
game.
the original Donkey Kong for 3 episodes.
Yeah, and then I realized 2.5 into it, I'm like, I could have made this easier on myself.
We talk about like a lot of weird stuff.
A little bit of romance.
It's just me, like, literally laying back on my phone, occasionally reading dialogue from a Twix commercial. So
We read some Wikipedia articles. We're having a good time.
yeah,
But that game is utter horseshit. Do not play it.
it's pretty good.
You should watch us play it and treat it like a PSA as to why you should never play
Pretty
Donkey
good.
Kong
It's
64.
fun. I'm having fun.
Kongus Longus.
We should play the multiplayer before you leave.
Yeah, we also have to do. I promised Alex that we would do a like line by line
Critique of the
critique
DK
of the
rap.
DK rap. So that'll be a good time.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are the games that I've been playing.
Yeah. Donkey Kong. I don't know when that's going to go up.
Kongus Longus.
I would say probably starting in August. It'll go up through August. But it's fucking... It's pretty
gold.
good. It's pretty good. I'm happy with how it turned out. Nabashin, what about you? What have you been playing?
Like too much stuff, honestly. So, well, since my niece noticed like there was a Wii U downstairs that that's not in my room, so she'd be like, "Oh, let's all play together. Let's play a game together." So I was like, "Okay, fine, whatever." So we played like a lot of Wii U games. Mostly the ones that have involved multiplayer. So we played like Nintendo Land, which I didn't list on here. We played Nintendo Land. We played Super Mario 3D World. We played Mario Party 10, and we played Mario Party 8.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been a good time playing with them.
Is Mario Party 10 better when you have like a full group of people?
It actually is. Cause like I would say that the best part is the Bowser mode. Like it's it's so one-sided though in a way. Well, kind of in a way, cause like Bowser like literally cheats to like try to catch you sometimes. Cause like everyone gets against Bowser, so it's like everyone rolls a dice. And like you're trying to get as far away from Bowser as possible and get to the star first. You get to the star first, you win. If Bowser like kills you before then you lose. So there's 4 people, so everybody rolls the dice and like 4 turns, like roll the dice, and then like Bowser has like 5 dice in his hand and like, he'll throw the dice. And if he doesn't get it the first time, like Bowser Jr. comes in like, "Hey, Dad, try it again. Like that one didn't count. That one didn't count. Try it again." So he rolls it again.
That's canon, yeah.
Yeah, and then he rolls it again, and then like he'll try to get like the number closest. Like if it's the number like more than yours, then he'll catch up to you. You do a Bowser mini game, and like that's pretty much like someone controlling the gamepad, like trying to fuck you up while like you try to play the regular game with the Wiimotes to the side and stuff like that. So it's really interesting and really cool, and that's like the best part of that Mario Party 10, honestly. But like mostly we played Mario Party 8 when we were playing Mario Party. We played Mario Party 8. Just because it was more of like the traditional game, and that's the only one. That's the only Mario Party 8 is. Well, I played Mario Party 4, I believe. Yes, I definitely played 4. But like Mario Party 8 is the only one I actually have, and actually like 100% it, because I actually liked that game when it came on the Wii, because like that was like one of the only games I could play on my Wii at the time. But yeah, that game was fun. It was fun playing Mario Party 8 again, and like Mario Party 10. It brings a little more light into Mario Party 10. It's still not that great as far as the main game, but the Bowser Party mode is really fun. That'll be good for multiplayer.
I'm glad. We still have to Irrational Passions that shit. That's a Let's Play that'll happen. Absolutely.
It'll happen sometime this year, hopefully.
I agree. Extra Life is just around the corner, which is to say, like 3 months away. 4 months away.
Yeah, 3.5. Yeah.
Other than that, still on the Wii U. Like I beat Bayonetta again. That game is still really great. My only issue with it is like I don't think it runs all that great on the Wii U, which surprises me. Like there's just like a lot of frame rate issues with it, more so than what I experienced playing on the 360. Maybe because like it's installed on the 360, or it has the option for install, so like there's no issue as far as frame rate and like how the game generally runs. But there's just like a lot of problems, especially near the end, where like pretty much every like giant monster that you fought throughout the game is like attacking you like almost all at once. So like there's a lot of issues with frame rate on that version. So I would still say the 360 version is still the superior version over the Wii U one, even though the cool like Samus costumes and Link costumes are really great as far as that one. But yeah, I just really wanted to like get that out of the way, so I can like focus on Bayonetta 2 again. So I'll probably play that a little bit more when I get the chance.
Cool. I'd love to play that game. I haven't played Bayonetta 2.
Bayonetta 2 is awesome. It was my game of the year last year.
Wow.
Yeah. High up on the list too for us. It seems really cool. Everything I've seen of it.
Number Trace. Other than that, so I got God of War 3 remastered from Redbox, because like
questionable decision, but you know
it was something like I wouldn't mind seeing this game again. I just wouldn't want to pay for it.
Is Kratos mad in this one?
Oh, he's
super
very
mad.
angry.
I've heard that he gets a little pissed.
Okay, cool.
He gets peeved.
I saw you were playing this option, and I was like, he bought that?
No, I Redboxed that shit, man.
Yeah.
In no way.
I started to question your judgment.
That's almost as crazy as like spending $40 on like Gears of War 1 or something.
More like Gears of Snores.
Is that another thing that I like that you hate?
I don't know, Sleepy Horse Lane. Actually, I'm ambivalent towards it.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair to Gears of War, I mean, at least they're actually like redoing that game,
Yeah.
like from the bottom up. So like they at least get like a pass for that, even though it's like literally just like the first game again. And why would you? And like if I could rent that game as well, I would definitely rent it. But like we'll see what happens with that. But like playing God of War 3 again, it's been interesting because like it gets you like in a certain place of like where you are as a person from where you were in 2010 when that game came out. I can't remember when that game came out. Where you were in like that time to like where you are now. It's like oh okay, like cause I started to remember stuff from God of War 3. Like there was like a whole sequence where like he would take like a woman and like use her to like there was like a whole part where like he had to use her to like get through a door, and pretty much like he had to kind of get tortured to actually get through the door. And Kratos was like totally just like he was like meh about it. So it was like 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 me like 4 years ago apparently didn't care or didn't remember
March
that
of
all that
2010.
much.
So yeah,
Yeah,
5 years ago.
I remember it very vividly. It was like a scene that made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, like, but like not to the level of comfortable like that's like I've grown into now. So it was like something of like, like no, this is totally unacceptable.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like and like no one really said anything at the time. So it was like one of those things like, that's weird. But it's like like I said, it's a different time period of like of stuff. It's like like I can't like I don't really feel like being like angry about something that's already no, that's a stupid thing. Okay, let's drop that whole topic.
Okay.
Because I don't want to put my fucking foot in my mouth. But yeah, playing that game again is just weird. Like it just makes you feel like I don't need to play these games anymore. Because like there's no really like there's nothing really to them besides the spectacle, which is cool, but like there's nothing really like unique about it or
There's no heart.
yeah. Like they do really cool stuff and like, but like there's like zero. I don't want to say zero motivation. He has motivation,
There's
but
no
like
depth there.
yeah, like especially because it's just God of War 3. It's not God of War 1 and God of War 2. Because
Yeah.
like that's where you get your context. That's how you understand sort of why he's mad. And so it was like just playing that game again. It's like I said, it's just like something that you realize that like like this is awesome. Like this is something like as a kid like this is awesome. Now you play it as an adult and you see through like your adult eyes. It's like this is not all that great tonally and like I just want to play a game like this anymore.
Yeah, like Dan Reichert actually talked about it on the Giant Bombcast because he reviewed it for GiantBomb.com, and he talks about it like pretty canon. It's like this is why I like this game because the gore is ridiculous. It's super funny to me, and the kills are over the top, and Kratos is a badass to me, and it's like I totally get that mentality. I think there's a wide audience that believes that, but that's like. I don't know, I guess, like, for me, that's not what I go to video games for anymore. Sure. As a kid, maybe I did, or at least as a younger adult, I did. But, like, that's changed so drastically. When I've seen what games can do over the past 5 years especially, like, I think there's been a huge growth in narrative design. Like, look at Mass Effect, for example. Like, all of Mass Effect really has happened since God of War 3, right? Mm-hmm. And you're like, I can get more out of an experience than violence and badassery.
Especially because I fall in the same boat with the two of you, and I haven't heard the opinions of the rest of the cast, where I agree. I don't know if I have to ever play that those games again. And in terms of like something like Gears of War, I've never liked particularly gory games. Mm-hmm. I actually really appreciate what Gears of War did for the genre, for like the third-person cover shooter.
On like a mechanical level, yeah.
Right, I really appreciate it. But the gore has always been a little over the top for me specifically. But I agree with you in terms of narrative-driven games. I mean, the emotional resonance that Gone Home.
Yeah, Gone Home would be another example. Is like the thing about Gears, like I feel like the GOW games compared side to side weirdly line up because Gears is another one of those of the same era, super over the top, super giblets. But there's very much heart there.
Yeah, especially at the Gears of War 3.
Yeah, Gears of War 3 is like a culmination of like... there's a moment, I feel like, where a lot of people are like, I actually kind of give a shit about these characters.
It's when Emma Watson walks down the staircase.
It's when Emma Watson walks down the staircase. It's like where you realize like these meatheads are kind of like my meatheads. They're like my You know, they're very familial to one another in a way. And like, you know, as a lot of people were super critical of like Dom's wife scene in Gears 2 and stuff, but like they were really trying for something like that had emotional depth and that was poignant, where I don't think God of War really tried.
Yeah, and you think about like how Gears actually did evolve a bit. Like even like in Gears 3, like they brought Anya and the girl
went
who
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, they brought Anya into the mix, and like the girl who is Chloe from Uncharted. I can't remember her name, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But like they brought them into the mix. They had like different gender roles, like the 4-player co-op and everything. Like I see that more of an evolution of a series than God of War has like ever
It
been.
innovated where God of War just the spectacle got bigger and bigger.
Sure, and like if that's your thing, that's fine. But like I said, I think I've just grown out of it, and I'm really interested to see you, because I'll definitely play Gears of War again, just to see how that looks and how that resonates with me again. Just because like I'm curious. I love video games. I like looking at my old passions and the old things that I like, and to see where they are at with me now. Some things are timeless, like Super Mario World, and some things I just grow out of, like God of War. So it's just like I'm curious.
Yeah, I agree. It's a really interesting perspective. I feel like God of War, of a lot of games, shows its age contextually more than a lot of other games from that era, from 2010. So
Yeah, I think the series is 8 years old, going on 9, and certainly when I played the first one in 2008, I was a completely different person than I am right now. So I certainly appreciated. Even the first one was just kind of like crazy, and they had like the sleep with women mini game for like health and stuff like that.
yeah, for experience. Red orbs.
Rorbs.
What else have you been playing, Nobshin?
There's some other stuff. A little bit more Devil May Cry 4. That's another old game that I'm starting getting back into it again. Actually, like just like getting used to the combat again, which is still stiff and still feels ancient. But like like it's just a matter of just like getting used to something again. Like I'm always interested, or I'm always intrigued by games that like have like a whole different control scheme, and like like you have to like relearn something. Like not every first person shooter is going to play a certain way, like what Killzone tried to do, and like most people didn't like that. But like like if you actually get used to it, you can actually get something from it. So like it's just like one of those type of things. Like I'm getting used to the combat again, and like I think I might actually like pull through and like beat that game actually. So I'm really digging that so far.
Cool.
Yeah, it's an ancient game though. Like it's so old. Like this the level design is just like, man, it's just like,
yeah. Watching Greg play some of it not too long ago, I was just like, man, this game, like, especially the level design sticks out like a sore thumb. It's just like this shows its age in a lot of ways.
Oh, definitely. Other than that, it's a little bit more J-Star Victory. Just playing through that, and that's just a dumb fun to play. Oh, I didn't put this on here. I played through Journey again. Like I did that this morning. I woke up and I just beat Journey again. I just played it.
I have it downloaded. I'm very excited to go back to it.
Yeah, it still looks great. Still been great. 5 years.
Well, since it came out in 2010, right? Or was it 2011?
2012. That was the first game of the year.
3 years
since I've been. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, in 3 years. It's since I've only ever played it once. So.
Yeah, that game still holds up, like in a big way.
I do not doubt it. I'm super excited. As soon as you leave, Brand, as soon as I get you out of here, finally.
I can leave tonight. I can take the midnight train going anywhere. Even though I drove, I want to take a train.
Are you a city boy?
Born and raised in South Detroit.
Yeah.
Very far
but
away.
now you're going to get a small town go.
Yeah.
Took the midnight train.
Sorry, but you don't have one.
How do you know that? Have you
midnight train is not coming for you.
Whoa. Have you guys been reading my fan fiction?
Maybe.
Small town girl, Emma Watson on a staircase. Weirdly enough.
It's called Journey. Don't stop believing. It's a working title.
You played the Batman DLC.
Yeah, that's pretty much the last thing I played.
I played it as well.
I thought it was super solid for what it was.
Yeah.
Like literally my only complaint about it, basically just the whole WB like DLC thing for Batman right now is like, it's almost like it's just way too short. Like it's just it's like it's just setting a bad precedent for like their season pass, and like It's like why would I buy this? It's like Harley Quinn was barely an hour, if even that.
It wasn't. It was like 30 minutes.
Yeah, and like this was actually, I think this is the better of them. Like I think I played about maybe 2 hours of it.
Yeah, I got a couple hours out of it.
Yeah, I got my money's worth for this one, but like I'm just concerned about like everything else they're gonna release later on, because like I saw Kind of Funny Games play the Red Hood DLC like from beginning to end, and that was like 30 minutes as well. So I was like, ooh, like this is gonna be like for everything. Hopefully not, but like yeah, this was awesome. I enjoyed it from beginning to end.
Now I'll say this, and I'm not trying to be like negative or be super dumb, but like. This was developed by WB Montreal, and I could legitimately tell that it was. Like I ran into.
Well, combat-wise, yeah, I kind of could too.
I ran into like a lot of weird bugs. The combat was okay. It was very like I could just tell. It's a weird feeling, but I could just tell it wasn't as
Canadians
good.
worked on it.
It wasn't as good as like the standard Arkham Knight combat. But like like. At one point, some dude gets knocked out on the floor, and he like starts kind of falling through the floor, but like his waist gets stretched out into like this blurred texture, and it's like glitching and vibrating on the floor. I'm like,
Are you sure that wasn't just Lanky Kong?
it was Lanky Kong.
Cool.
Yeah. So like I ran into a handful of those things, and
Did you
like
get
I'm not,
like the cape over your face and you couldn't get it off for a while?
no, but the cape did some weird shit like fluttering. Shit. So like I'm not saying it's probably just the same situation as Arkham Origins, where they just didn't have enough time to polish it as much as like Rocksteady gets clearly as a lot of leeway with polishing the time. And I don't know, it was great though. I enjoyed the DLC a lot. I want to play whole game as Batgirl.
Yeah.
So that's it.
No, that's great.
Yeah,
I want to play that game. It's on my list.
Did you do the collect the audio log stuff?
Yeah, I found all the stuff and everything like that. The only trophy I didn't get was the damn hacking shit.
Hacking, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That her fear takedown thing was super fucking awesome though.
Yeah, definitely.
Batgirl's such a badass.
Well, that's pretty much it for me, I think.
Cool. Tony, what about you?
I'm playing some video games.
Video games.
Video games?
Video games.
You know how I like the video games.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't believe you.
I'm on a podcast about them. Have you heard
Prove
of
it.
Waffles
No.
versus
We
pancakes.
talk about porn on this show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
apparently.
that's right. That's all we talk about.
Yeah. Anyway.
So sorry.
God
I
damn it.
came onto the show. Oh god, it's weird phrasing, but I arrived on the show,
Yeah, you came all over it.
and we took a dark turn down a dark corner.
Yeah.
He arrived all over it too.
Yeah, he did.
I arrived all over it.
What you been playing, Tony?
So,
We missed you last week also.
Yeah, I kind of combined both weeks into one.
Okay.
It's all the same stuff. WoW and Audition all the time.
Mhm.
And then I play Hearthstone once a week for the Tavern Brawl, and that's it.
Okay. Are you excited about the new expansion they announced this week?
I mean, it looks alright.
Yeah.
I didn't buy the last expansion, and like I said, I only play for Tavern Brawls now. So if I ever get back into it, I mean, I've been looking at the cards because card design is intriguing to me. But it's more cards, and they look good. It's just I'm not going to spend the money on it. So
If you could design a card game, would you?
no, absolutely not.
Too many rules.
Too many rules. Too much
No,
work.
it's not even that. It's just like I don't like having to be in charge of balancing stuff.
Mhm.
So like if I could like create like a universe in which a card game would be made, then sure, but I wouldn't want to be the person like rebalancing all the cards and actually making the game fun because I already know what makes card games fun, so it would look like a super bastardized version of Magic, and that's not what that's not really what anyone wants.
I get that. Yeah.
I got a question for you then.
So
It's not a card game per se, but if you like the idea of the world creation, have you ever played Dungeons and Dragons and been
Yes.
a dungeon master?
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
not. It's a legit. It's a straight up
Yeah.
question.
yeah, I have.
I played D&D with Tony.
All right, because you sound like you'd be really into that role as opposed to like playing actual God with the balancing and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I would like. I will play and enjoy both sides of the D&D experience. So,
I'd
the
love to. I
first.
still haven't played around. I'd love
Really?
to. Yeah, I'd really love to.
It's awesome.
All right. So we're having a session tonight.
No.
No, I'm okay.
Let me
Tomorrow?
quick campaign. No, God damn it. The two of you just like, let's just do it now.
Yeah, obviously.
Whoa, down, vultures, teens.
Teens, remember the
Teens.
Vulture, Harriet the Vulture, and Donkey Kong 64?
Yonkadong.
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 What you been playing?
Yeah, Tony.
So, other than those three, I replayed the Stanley Parable with my girlfriend this week.
Cool.
I just like.
Did you finally get that last ending?
No, I don't think it exists.
They were lying. They just
But
wanted people
we
to
went
keep playing
through,
it.
and she was really afraid of the ending when you end up like standing on top of the room when the narrator is talking to the model of Stanley.
Yeah, that's the one I got.
Yeah, she got. Yeah, I had to kind of nudge her towards unplugging the phone.
Unplugging the phone.
But
I like
yeah,
how I just did that because I was like,
once I said like, we could also like, the phone's plugged in. She's like, can we unplug the phone? And I was like, all right. So
you can do whatever you want.
Nighthawk 117.
Yep. Did she tell you to what's the phrase? To backsack and crack?
When that screen came up, just like practice, I was like, come on, it's time to practice. And then she was like, what? And then there wasn't enough time for her to figure out what she was supposed to do before I moved on.
I totally told Scott how to backsack and crack.
Yeah, that game
I
is
tell people to backsack and crack all the time now. It's great.
Yeah. All the time.
That person is likely
Yes,
not for real.
Yeah. You and your weird abbreviations.
I use
Fucking
abbreviations to
love
say
the Stanley Parable. That game is still
Who's
great.
Tim?
It's a way to abbreviate the word time.
It was kind of all like
Go
thought about.
on, Tony.
I've been like talking this whole time.
Did we lose somebody?
What?
What?
Did we lose everybody?
No?
No.
Are we alone?
Oh, I can hear. People are talking. I can't hear you. I don't know why.
You can't hear me?
Give me a second.
They can't hear.
Oh,
Anyways.
yeah. So that's why they were just talking over me the whole time. Makes sense.
I don't know if they can hear me either. So
Should you vamp like vamp?
Let me type in the fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can hear you again.
What's up? You were talking over me a whole lot.
Oh, I didn't mean to. Again, it was a situation where I
Yeah.
couldn't hear you.
It's all good. But anyway, I was saying like I fucking love the Stanley Parable. That game is a masterpiece.
Haven't played it yet.
You
You'd like
should.
it. You would like
I
it.
know.
But
It's
that
about
was
Stan
all.
Lee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was all kind of brought about by like I discovered that the Game Grumps played the demo.
Oh yeah, have you not watched that?
I watched it and then was like, nah, I gotta play
A
this. game.
demo made exclusively for them.
Right. Yeah, that was
And the payoff is fucking incredible.
Yeah,
Jesus.
and I found out about that because I was watching their MagFest panel from last year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that happened. And then I also started playing Pokemon Y again, which was kind of sad because I wanted to play that game, but I wasn't able to get a physical copy of Monster Hunter 4U when I was trying to buy it. So I had to get the digital version, and the digital version is 20,000 blocks, which is the 3DS only comes with 29,000 blocks. So I had to delete the game in order to download Pokemon. So now I don't have Monster Hunter anymore. It makes me sad.
That's alright. You weren't playing it anyway. Get over it.
I had to make sure that I wasn't going to lose my save because I put like over
You can-
100
yeah.
hours into that.
Yeah, you can back up the save separately.
Yeah, so I figured out how to do that, and now it's okay. I picked Froakie
Froakie's cool. He
because
evolves
Greninja is
into-
fucking beast.
Greninja's fucking dope as shit.
I need to go get my Aegislash.
But
you know.
whatever. Sure.
It's top tier.
I remember. remember recently going in and finishing Pokemon X after forever. That's a really good game.
I'm completely restarted it. So
Yeah.
there's that. The Witcher 3 got a patch.
Yes, I haven't played it yet. So
And oh man, it's great. That patch is
the
awesome.
new movement is
Yeah.
dope.
It's real dope.
Okay.
I am. You remember when I was at your house for the first Bloodborne stream and you played a little bit of The Witcher?
Yeah.
That's where I am now. Talking to like the elf who cross dresses, like finding the people who Dandelion talked about in his ledger.
Yes.
There's the elf
Yes.
who crossed the girl who you go to the
Oh,
race
yeah, yeah,
track
yeah, yeah.
for. The,
Yeah.
the girl who you were trying to fuck, the sword training girl, and then
No, the
she was
girl
an
that
asshole so that you
y-
didn't.
You and Chris were trying to make me have sex
Right.
with her. I'm like, I'm saving myself for Yennefer, and you were all like, "No, man, it's the witch, dude. Just fuck her." And then she was like, and then she was like a super dick to me.
Yeah, so then we all pulled out on that one.
Yeah, and I was like, "No, I don't
Monkey face.
respect." Like
Yeah.
I
Is this
respect
what
it.
it's like when if we all went out to a bar, which is really weird shit? I'm saving myself for this. I know it's a Witcher and it's weird shit.
I'm Geralt of
Alex
Rivia,
is the
goddammit. Witcher,
Go
what
dye
you
your
do
hair
to
white.
change your feet?
Is that your pickup line for girls? Is that why you don't go out to bars? You got kicked out?
What would you do to change your feet?
The women are like, who
She's
are
like,
you?
change my feet? What the fuck are you
To
saying?
fit.
I don't know. I don't know what I would do to change my feet.
Neither do I.
Hack
Yeah,
them
but
off.
man, that game is great with that patch. Like I was like not into it, and then I was like able to move correctly and stuff, and now I'm super into it. So I just wish I had more time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I've
gonna-
been playing The Witcher 3 as well. I forgot to say that. I got
Is the patch dope?
5. I
patch-
didn't fucking use it. I'm so used to the whole
You're ruined.
cumbersome movement that whatever.
It's your Batman Arkham Knight tank controls all over again.
Yeah, I guess.
And then finally, and this is the game I played the most probably. I played so much Rocket League this week.
Rocket League is pretty cool, man.
It's pretty fun. I just want people to play with because it makes me sad that no one that I know plays this game.
I played a little bit
It's
of it.
free. It's totally free. By
It's
the way,
very exhausting to play Rocket League.
it is if you don't know what you're doing. I agree with you.
No, for me, because a way to fucking throw shade just immediately.
Immediately, yeah.
Just
It's okay, no, that game
it
is
does
really hard
because
to
you
learn.
suck.
It's okay. Everyone's stuck.
No, it's very tense and competitive, and I get into it a lot, and I'm stressing a little bit because I care, and then Rocket League happens.
Yeah, my car has a halo on it.
So that's why it's exhausting because I'm so into it. I'm getting aggressive,
Yeah.
angry. Even it's very sports. It's like Nidhogg all over again.
The very first hat that I unlocked for my car was a sombrero. It was
course.
fantastic. So I put a Mexican flag on my car and was wearing the sombrero.
Just like the little shy guys that wear the sombreros
But,
in
like,
Superstar.
Yeah, I've learned how to fly at this point. So
Okay.
yeah, that game is a good game.
Well, now I'll never play with you, Tony, because you're too good. So
I don't even think I'm that good though. I just know how to fly because I watched a video on YouTube.
I know how to fly too. I mean, but it's
I can sometimes hit the ball while flying.
yeah, me
So,
too.
believe it or not, I'm walking on air.
Believe it or not.
So fly permanently?
Scott, have you looked at Rocket League at all?
Yeah.
So if you jump into the air and tilt your car up, and then use your rocket boost, the rocket boost will push you into the air, so you can
Yeah, you'll just fly around.
across. Yeah, you can fly around.
You can do
Using
twirls.
it's really hard to control. But if you can fly up to balls and then hit them out of the air before your opponents who are sitting on the ground waiting for it to come down, you can get.
I know
advantage.
how to fly up to balls, Tony.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. If I know how to do one thing.
But yeah, Rocket League is real fun. I'm having a good time playing that game.
Yeah, I think at the very least we should coalition Scott to play it because I think Scott would really dig it.
All right, Scott, Tony, Alex, let's
You
go.
could probably do that because
It's
IP
free for-
East versus IP West.
There's no East and West.
I don't know. We'll find somebody on the West Coast. Have them join the team for a weekend
Let's
so we
get
can play
Jason.
Rocket League
Jason
all right.
and
hold
then
up,
fire
hold
them.
Up, hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. Some people that actually might do this with us say, I know some people from the West. Tony,
Okay.
you know them too.
But they're not
Oh,
IP
yeah, sure.
people. They're just savages.
They're
They're
just
IPA people.
one of
IPA
them.
people.
One of them is African American. Fun fact.
Okay.
So now you know who we're talking about.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I know this person.
The other guy's Australian.
I talked to him on
And the other guy's
TeamSpeak.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, and Hulk Hogan.
He's looking for work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Irrational Passions might be his next gig.
Fucking man, if we had Hulk
he
Hogan
wouldn't
on the
like me.
Irrational, yeah, he wouldn't like Nabishan. Because he
I
likes Macho
love-
Man. It's an East Coast West Coast thing.
But I love Novish.
Are you familiar with NWA? That's
About
straight out of Compton
NWO.
movie. Yeah.
Straight to Compton. Motherfucker named Ice Cube.
Have you seen the trailer for the movie?
No.
It looks pretty all right.
It's part of a group that has attitude.
Yes. Very true.
That one was proving exactly how white I am. That was
I hear those kids have attitude.
my exceptionally PC way to skirt by that lyric. There's some individuals that happen to have an attitude.
Yeah. They do. Is that all you've been playing, Tony?
That was a lot of games. Man. That was
That was. Yeah,
seven
that was,
games.
That was a good list. I like it.
Yep.
Why couldn't you be on last week?
I like did the pre-show and then like had this like wave of not wanting to talk to or be talked at by anyone, and just was like, I'm out.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird.
I'm sorry that you felt that way.
It wasn't
love
like
you,
you guys.
so-
It had been like going on all day, and then I was like, yeah, I'll talk to these fucking chuckle fucks and it'll be fine.
chuckle
and
fucks.
then-
And we just made it significantly worse.
yeah.
Brant knows how that goes.
It's true.
We all
Oh,
have
yeah.
our
Hey,
moments,
Nopshin, how you doing?
Yeah,
I'm good,
I mean, like,
Good.
I had that moment for like 3 months.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, no, obviously, it's all good in the hood.
Shit.
Watch Straight Outta Compton movie.
Yo,
Scott doesn't want to talk to us ever, so.
Whenever I'm wearing a hoodie and then I have my hood on, I always say that I'm in the hood.
Scott,
you
what
know
have
what?
you, please tell me you played something, any video game.
No, he did, we established in the pre-show. You've been playing
established
Dock
that we-
Simulator 15.
Yeah, 15 2000.
15 2000. We're playing backwards. Is it like 15XX? X?
Ah,
What?
Third X.
15
Yeah, 15 3X. Straight Outta Compton.
People with attitude.
Okay, Scott, when do you think you're going to play video games again?
The Four Swords thing we're doing next week
Yeah.
is probably the soonest, and then
All right, sounds good.
after that.
Tony's like, all right,
basically,
I'll invite myself to that.
Yeah, of
I
course.
had an absurdly busy summer because this week.
Yeah.
I say this every week, but this week was going to be my week where I was going to be. I get to play some games this week. But
You do say this every week.
But this week, guess what it is? You should already know. But
It's you got a hemorrhoid.
well, that's I have that, but that's unrelated.
That's unrelated.
No, Will's
Preparation
moving in all this week.
You have what all this week?
Huh?
You have what? I missed it. No, she was making a
Will's
preparation.
moving in.
Oh yes.
Yes.
That's right. He settled in the
And
house.
after I get home from work at 7,
You get to work more.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Scott. I feel like there's a reason you are the most physically like ripped out of all of us, but I still feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems.
But a hood ain't one.
But moving ain't one. All right, let's talk more about video games I've been playing then,
Why?
because I haven't gone yet.
He also has trashy hoodies.
I also have trashy hoodies.
Yeah, but
Why?
you have a wonderful Mario shirt on.
I do, Super Mario. I have an awesome Yoshi shirt.
Really?
He looks super happy in it.
I'd love to see it.
I love Yoshi. I'll wear it later.
Sure.
So I played. I wrote down here Donkey Kong 64 in parentheses the experience because it was a fucking experience. That was great. I watched you play that.
It's not great.
It was fantastic.
It's trash.
Please watch it.
Fuck.
Best content, I think.
If you don't like it, can I have it?
Oh, it's in my Wii U, so no.
Can I have
If you want it, then you should have put a Kong on it.
Oh my God, jeez. What did you?
I don't have a comment, but I have a ring.
Okay.
That's a good show title.
He's got a Kong ring, if you know what I'm saying.
That'll make him Gruntilda. Rare property. Keep talking.
Okay. So I watched you play Donkey Kong 64 and
Right.
enjoyed myself
Yeah,
quite
yeah,
a
yeah,
bit.
of course.
My roommate, Ethan, has never played any of the 2D Mario games ever. Ever. Not
Damn.
one. Yeah, crazy, right? Not even the new ones. He's played, the Mario Parties, the Mario Karts, the spin-offs, Smash Brothers, and all that. But he's played a little bit of Super Mario 3D World with me, and he likes that a lot. He thinks it's colorful, and he thinks the cats are cute because they are fantastic. And he's like, we should play more Mario games sometime. I'm like, yeah. So recently I went out and with my Rest in Peace Club Nintendo coins, the last of them I got the first 3 Super Mario Brothers games on Wii U. So Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, which is Doki Doki Panic reskinned, and Super Mario 3 as their original NES emulation on Wii U. I'm like, Ethan, let's play them. You've never played these, so let's start from the beginning and play through them. So I was giving him like the kind of Mario history lesson, and we were playing through them. And he had a lot of fun. Like he thought they were really tough. Mario 1 is tougher than I remember. We had a discussion
We should
about
play
this.
that later.
Mario
should
1
do
is
like a-
absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
We should do like a one segment.
So Brant's apparently an OG in Mario 1.
Should I tell him why? No, it's still a
No,
long
no,
story.
it's a long story. But you wait.
This is the show.
This is the show.
Maybe the post show, the postlude, whatever.
Yeah, the postlude. You can serenade us with that.
Sure.
But yeah. So you've played through it multiple times.
Yes.
A lot of times, let's
Yes.
say. And I've beaten it once a long time ago, and I haven't played it in a long time because I like Mario 3 is my favorite. Went on record about that, and I'll play that or Mario World, and that'll be it. But I really like Mario 2 as well, so we played a little bit of that. We didn't finish Mario 1, so then we moved on to Mario 2, Doki Doki Panic, the reskin version, not the lost levels.
Bringing that up.
Levels is a piece of
Well, I want to establish because some people are like Mario 2 or the real Mario 2 push-up glasses, and no, I don't. I've played the lost levels. I'm not a big fan of it.
Oh man, I love that game.
I'm sure you do. I like it. I like Doki Doki Panic Mario because it's just super weird and
I like both of them.
yeah. I mean, I appreciate both, but
Have you only played the NES version of the Lost Levels, or did you play the Super?
I played the
Mario-
All Stars one
All-Stars
and
version?
the NES one.
Okay,
So
I like the All Stars version better.
yeah, I do as well. And so we played Mario 2. I think Ethan had he was the best at that one. It's a little bit floatier. It's a bit easier. It's a lot slower paced.
What was his character?
He tried Mario. He liked Mario, but I'm a Peach guy,
Me too.
of course. And he likes Peach a lot more. So
Levitation.
yeah, it's awesome. And then we started playing Mario 3, which he was having I think the most trouble with. But he was a little burnt out by that point. But he said he liked the idea of what Mario 3 was doing the most, and he's really excited to play more. And I have Mario World as well, which I know he's gonna fucking lose his mind when he gets to Mario World. I think that'll be his favorite. We will. So
Yeah,
that was
Mario World's great.
that was really fun. Like I've never been able to share that with someone. Like they've never played Mario before, the Mario. And he likes Super Meat Boy. He likes platformers. He likes Braid. Weirdly enough, of all games, and like these are all games that kind of harken to these original Mario games in a lot of ways. And yeah, he loved it. So I'm excited to play more.
I'm surprised he didn't play New Super Mario Brothers since he had a Wii, the Wii version of
He
it.
did. Yeah, I don't know. He played it mostly for Smash Brothers and Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Yeah, that Kirby though.
I keep showing him videos of Yoshi's Woolly World. He's like, "We're fucking playing this. I don't want to hear any excuses. We're gonna go crazy on this game." I'm like, "Dude, I'm fucking stoked for Yoshi's World."
One of the
World.
two games I'm going to spend full price on this year.
Yeah, Yoshi's Woolly World looks fucking so great.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm now that Nabshin has been kind enough to get me one of those Best Buy passes.
Yeah, dude, did you use
game
that yet?
passes. I haven't used it yet. Now, I'm gonna use it with Until Dawn. That's gonna be my first game I get with it.
Yeah, boy.
The Gamers Club?
Yeah, the Gamers Club Unlocked, which you get 20% off new games. So that's like almost $20 off of new purchases
It's crazy.
For 2 years.
for 2 years.
It is. I don't buy games physically anymore, but if I did, that is an incredible deal.
Yeah, I don't like buying physical games, but this is
Same here.
It's worth it.
Listen,
Save a lot of money. So with this under my belt, I can now comfortably get something like Woolly World. That's kind of one of those games that I don't know if I'd have enough money to spend on, which I'm excited about because Ethan and I are gonna fucking wreck that game. It's gonna be awesome. I played The Long Dark a little bit more. Nothing new to say about that. I started a new game in a completely new area. It was very scary. It's a roguelike. Rant. I don't know if you're familiar.
I am
Survival game.
not a big fan of them.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them either, but I like this one.
Cool. I like Don't Starve a bit.
Yeah, Don't Starve. It's cool. It does a lot of cool stuff. The Arkham Knight Matter Family DLC, and what my big thing that I was kind of playing throughout the week was because I talked about last week. I'm burnt out from fucking Batman, all this Batman. So I want to sit down. And the way I can recover from that is sit down with something I know I can crunch time into, just a big long video game, which I always default to a JRPG, and I'm like, Tales of Vesperia, let's do this. I hadn't touched this since January of 2011. I thought it was a year ago that I had played this. No, it's been a long time. So for 4 years. So,
4.5.
Yeah, fucking super crazy. So I sat down and I started that up again. and that game is so like excellent. It's weird because I've played kind of that whole generation's worth of Tales games. Like we're now moving to the PS4 Tales games, which I'm obviously very excited about. Even though they're still primarily being developed for PS3, they're coming to PS4. They're moving. They're kind of like ebbing their audience away from PS3 onto PS4. Whatever's after Tales of Berseria will probably be PS4 exclusive, or at least primarily developed on the system. And the game's lost a lot in that kind of time span. Like, there's no more world maps, which like no JRPGs have world maps anymore,
which is really upsetting.
Breaks my goddamn heart.
Yeah.
I love like just like it's that feeling of leaving Midgar for the first time in Final Fantasy VII, where it's like, oh, there's so much more to this. When you spend hours and hours and hours in Midgar, like doing all these things, going to all these places, and it's like, oh, this is like this huge fucking world with tons of stuff in it. And it's like that. There's like
not all of them are losing the world.
Not all of them. Like you obviously Bravely Default had one.
Love that.
And that was like one of the coolest aspects about that I really liked, and that it gives you an airship almost immediately. I appreciate that. And so like I have a feeling or like a hope that maybe we're going to be getting back to that soon. Especially in the Tales series. I think Berseria might be getting back to that, but we'll see. We don't know too much about that one yet. So like it's got the open world map. It's got kind of like the more traditional Tales combat that's more along the lines of Symphonia than where Xillia has gone, which I prefer. I like both, but I prefer this because it starts slow and ramps up, and you get to do like a lot of really really cool shit by the end of it. And it's just it's got so much color. It's like this watercolor painting style, and it's just drowning in like oversaturated colors that I think just looks amazing in that game. That's something that like you look at a lot of places in Tales of Xillia too, and you'll know what I'm talking about, Tony. Since you played it recently, it's just like fucking gray, brown, drab, and it's like the worst thing to look at. Xillia 1 has a lot of color, and the later parts of Xillia 2 do, but it's not the same. So it's just like that game is so fucking awesome. It's so cool, just like 2008 Troy Baker, like before he was cool, like before he was popular, and him in the leading role there. It's just very different than anything I've ever played. Also, maybe the only Tales game where the twist isn't there's another planet. Where that's
I completely forgot a lot about this game, so don't spoil it. I'm gonna replay it probably next year.
But like that's not the twist,
right?
Which that's kind of like a crutch twist that Tales kind of
Symphonia though
leans on. It's great in Symphonia because that was the first time they did it. They've kind of revisited that in some other ones, right. And it's like, all right, come on, there's another planet. We get it. the twist in like Symphonia or Vesperia that doesn't happen until like 50 hours in is fucking insane. Kind of like Xillia. Xillia goes to some fucking crazy places. So I don't know. It's really cool. Every time I play this though, I'm just reminded of like, oh yeah, this PS3 version that's got all this shit that I can't see. But now I have two PS3s, so I was like, let me open my mind to what it would be like to maybe homebrew my old fat PS3 and patch the English patch onto the PS3 version of Tales of Vesperia, and
just don't try and play Dark Souls 2 on it.
Yeah, obviously not. Never gonna touch that on there. And just like looking up that information, it became instantly a fucking nightmare. Goddamn nightmare. But I don't know.
It'll be worth it though.
It would be.
I mean, like I did that shit to play Kingdom Hearts 2, the best version.
It's a lot. Like it's way different than like the PS2. It's like, well, first I have to unpatch my system. I have to revert it to like this certain thing, which means I have to buy this $108 piece of thing, open my PS3 like all the way to its core, put it on, attach it, and then put it all back together, then like unpatch it, then homebrew it, and from there it would be pretty easy. So like,
it sounds like we should make a video on IrrationalPod and stuff.
It's just it's so much, and like all I'm doing it is for this totally like legal. Let me just play this game in English.
Which game are you doing it for?
Tales of Vesperia.
Right.
The PS3 version that has like 2 new characters in it.
And it only came out in Japan?
Yeah. I have the PS3 version. I'm looking at it on my shelf. And they have like a full translation guide out there, like if you want to just play in Japanese and have the text open, but
Japan.
it's like very poorly put together, let's say. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Going back to it, I'm just remembering all the things that I love about it and why it's like very clearly a cut above a lot of other JRPGs, and like how it defines expectations and defies them completely. So
Hey man, I didn't buy that game in Japan for nothing. You fucking
it's true. It's true. It might be worth it. But the thing is, I could probably buy a PS3 that's at 3.55 or lower for cheaper than it would be to fucking just do it on my PS3, my other PS3.
sure.
So I might just do that. If I can do that, I'll do it. That's it. That's all I've been playing. A lot of good games this week from everybody. We're going to take a break, though, and when we come back, we've got plenty of news to talk about, and Brant will probably make some movie reference that I won't get to Memento or something. So we'll be back in just a little bit. Anybody need to pee?
I need to drink.
I need to drink as well.
Looking at Alex all day. I need to drink.
Damn straight you do.
We should. Does anybody have an episode title so far? I don't know, because don't you guys do the?
Yeah,
the
we haven't-
shimmy-shims?
You want me to read them preemptively?
Yeah, sure. I'd like to hear.
All
what's
right.
going
No,
on.
wait. We don't want to ruin the surprise.
Yeah, just don't even look for him.
Why?
You don't
Because,
get
like,
to hear him at the end.
because you're reminded yourself of all the places we've been at the end. This is a Rational Passions tradition.
Listen, I'm not
do
gonna
you,
fuck with
do you want to contribute a title?
Because that's one of the interesting parts. I remember that's one of your things. Is that so? That's why I was just wondering.
Okay, we'll do it at the end because you'll have a revelatory moment, I think, where you're like, oh, that thing.
I'm gonna turn a corner.
You know, like
Yeah,
that
it's
time
fun.
when
It's
we got to the end of the show and
fun
you were
every
reminded about vanilla toothpaste.
Yeah, yeah. We were gonna do a Let's Brush,
But we couldn't find it because I was gonna order it from Amazon.
but we couldn't find it.
Oh my god.
A video of me just like, this is me trying vanilla toothpaste, and then just fucking going crazy on it. And then
Going ham.
You should have done it with that voice too.
I absolutely. Brant would have filmed it, or he would have just stood.
I
would
would have been in it. We would have done a double let's brush.
Would you have brushed with me?
I would have held your toothbrush. You would have held mine.
Absolutely. All right, I'm gonna refill my water. Brant, do you want?
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta
Yes,
go
please.
get something.
No ice, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm good on the ice trip. So it is available. Vanilla toothpaste is available. Crest, be inspired.
Oh my god.
The official flavor is vanilla mint spark.
At least it has sparks.
Do you want to fucking put your mouth on fire?
Where to find Scott these days? Nope, he's not there.
Holy fucking shit. So I typed in strange toothpaste into Amazon. For shits and-
Strange toothpaste.
for,
Okay.
for craps and laughs. First thing that pops up: toothpaste, DIY toothpaste. Learn how to make homemade toothpaste today. It's a book.
Cool. Hey, Scott. Or did Scott die? Sounds like he's dead.
So bright down
Yeah, we have professional lighting.
here. Yeah.
I'm actually I will use the restroom now.
I'm going to use the restroom first.
Okay.
Sit back and shut up.
Is that what you tell ladies? Sit back and shut up.
Absolutely.
Cool. That I'm sure they love it.
Like the sounds of a mechanical keyboard being captured from the back of the capture nodes on my microphone.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
It's A plus material.
Mm-hmm. Perfect audio.
Forever. just reading about this toothpaste book. Jesus.
We should buy it.
No. No, I'm afraid of, if I buy it, I'm afraid of what the advertising is going to be like for the rest of my life. All right, Alex, before you come in, I'm going to go out. It'll be a whole thing. Oh, man, that's what happens when you have old man legs. This entire part is numb and dead. Yep.
Get out.
I'm sorry. So I was thinking about our Game of the Year content, and I was thinking we should definitely do a top 10 with Dan Reichert, and I think you should do it, Tony.
Okay, sure.
Absolutely.
You don't want to like tag team Dan with me?
We could. I'm really fond of the idea of just leaving you and Dan Reichert in like an audio room together.
You know we'll just meld into the same person, right? He'll grow some common sense, and I'll lose my ability to do most things.
I'm gonna see if I can fix my audio. I did have to switch headphone things mid-show. Can you guys try talking?
No. Well, Scott's not here, and neither's
Just
Navashin,
keep
so...
doing whatever you're doing.
I mean, I'm just going to hang out here. Let me press buttons. Is this helping you?
It's so weird. For some reason, I can't hear you guys right now.
Can you hear me now? Guess not.
Try talking again.
Hello?
Just have to do it this way.
Okay.
No, I'm talking to them. Seeing if I can. For some reason, the headphone out on my Mac is not sending.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Hey.
Okay. I just had to switch the settings again.
I like your Astros over there.
Thanks.
They're like mine, except smaller.
Yes. They're like little brother versions. Astros are great.
Pretty nice.
Dope as hell, I would say.
I like that I can just unplug them from the mixer and then plug it into my phone when I like leave the computer to like continue listening to podcasts or something.
Yeah, it just happens.
Yeah. Why? What is happening? Why are there so many beeps going
I'm
on?
adjusting your audio. I'm seeing if it's not doing anything to help me.
Well, you should play Witcher with the patch, by the way. It's fucking cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to giving it a try.
Sure.
But I'll probably just end up being like Nabashin and fucking give up.
I mean,
Go back to the way it was.
To be honest with you, like, I don't know what like, I feel like Nabashin just didn't install it at all. Because, like, I don't think it's, like, going to kill your ability to play the game.
We have to switch the modes.
It just automatically did it for me.
Oh, okay. Maybe you're special.
Maybe. Did you see the Game Grumps animated that they published this week?
Probably, yeah.
It's pretty sweet. It's the one about Subway.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Yeah, it came up last night. So
It goes up Thursdays, and I had Brant here.
You've had the most fun you've ever had.
We had a great time.
You should-
Adventure.
You should look it up. It's pretty sweet.
Well, we're recording a podcast.
One day,
I'm not
we'll
right
all
now.
get to hang out. It'll be a brawl.
I mean, technically, I'm 5 minutes away from you.
Yeah,
No,
I
it'll
mean,
be you.
we should bring you down to record your top 10 the game of the year.
Yeah, sure. I can do that.
Why don't
I'll,
you come down
I'll
for
remember.
the extra lives?
Extra Life, that'd be fun.
I will be on the West Coast doing Extra Life with Nerdy Knights of the Round.
That's right. You
You
making
should
a
just
trip out of
cancel
that.
with them. Who cares about them?
No. They got a PS1 signed by the Kind of Funny folks.
We, you know what? Maybe I'll play Donkey Kong 64 for the humans.
I don't think you'll make it if you turn that game on.
No.
Yeah, no, you'd kill either someone or yourself.
Why are those mutually exclusive?
True. Murder,
Hey, Scott.
suicide.
Huh?
Remember that thing you have called a cell phone?
No.
All right, never mind then.
I figured Scott had forgotten.
What is it?
Usually. I messaged you.
Oh, okay, I must have gone off.
He sent you a message
It's always
that
on
said, "Hey,
silent.
fuck that Alex O'Neill kid," right? Whenever you're ready. I'm working on it. You ready, Brent?
Das.
I had to turn down our headphones.
Hi.
That's
Oh,
why
Gus.
we're not hearing ourselves as clearly. Just so you know.
That's fine. No, that's perfectly fine.
I sent Scott the text, "Hey, fuck that Alex O'Neill kid," right? And Scott just responds, "IKR."
I love the idea of Scott using like abbreviations.
I know, right?
All right, let's do this.
News in gaming.
Whenever Alex has a guest, he always like looks at them when he plays this.
I'm trying to make him feel as uncomfortable as possible.
I have felt uncomfortable for the past 28 hours straight.
Let's talk about some
I think you
news.
need to change your pants.
Yeah, probably we did change our pants into our Jimmy Jams last night.
We're gonna have another jam.
Yeah. Should we record another episode of Waffles vs. Pancakes?
We very well could.
We very well could. First, most exciting news ever. Forever. Life is Strange hits 1 million sales. Nobshin agrees with me in the amount of excitement that's happening.
I'm glad
That-
that people
I need
are
to play
noticing
that.
it.
Yeah, that and it's the episode 4 is coming out next Tuesday. So
I
by
need
the time
to-
you hear this.
I need to steal Nabashine's PlayStation account and play that.
Nope. That's just fucked up, man. Stealing
I mean-
stuff.
I mean, I usually ask.
It's like $20. It's like
Keywords,
nothing.
usually.
Is that $20
Yeah.
American?
Yes. Solid. Yeah, I agree, Nabishin. I'm really glad that people have noticed this game, are playing it, and it's been successful. Like, that's so cool. I know it's definitely resonated with a lot of people, you and myself included. And my roommate has been playing it, and he was fucking floored by the end of the last episode. So, yeah, it's been like a really poignant experience all around from everyone that I've heard that's played it. And actually, Alexa Ray Korea from GameSpot was on Colin and Greg Live yesterday, and she put it really well. That is like, she said that she assumed that people like playing a game as a young woman is something that would resonate with young women, but actually it's been resonating with a lot of people because a lot of people have empathy for something like that, and there's like a lot of conflicting emotions, a lot of turmoil, and a lot of growth that happens throughout it. A lot of the stuff that Max deals with is stuff that like a lot of people have dealt with, like death and depression and things of that ilk. So it's very interesting. I'm super happy about this. So
I haven't played it, but I want to.
yeah, it's really cool. It's an adventure game unlike any adventure game I've played.
It's a good endorsement.
And there's no combat. It's not like Telltale, which is kind of like drowning in this superfluous combat that's
I'm
usually
kind of over it.
yeah, it's usually more annoying than it is any kind of additive to the experience. So this is totally different, and it's awesome, and I like it a lot. And the 4th episode comes out on Tuesday. I'm so fucking stoked. Are you gonna play it with Yasminda? No, I'm sure you're gonna make sure she catches up.
Yeah. We should be playing 3 sometime this week. And I think we'll just go do 4 together. She'll probably be trying to influence my decision. I'm like, no, I'm doing my own thing.
You're just gonna put your hand on her face and like push her over.
Because it's gonna be sad. She won't be here for episode 5, so she won't know how it ends.
You're gonna have to like FaceTime video with her.
I don't know. Maybe I'll stream it for her. We'll
yeah, that'd actually be really cool.
But yeah, we'll see.
Cool. So that's kind of the news I want to start with. Excellent, super exciting. Congrats to Donod. I've obviously reviewed all the episodes relatively highly. So, Nintendo TV is shutting down next month. TV spelled TVII.
Wah, 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 wah.
This is obviously a very integral service to the Wii U experience, and
It has its own button.
It has its own button. Who the fuck ever used this?
You tell me.
Other than like Patrick Klepek one time to see if it would work, didn't. August 11th, it's shutting down.
Everybody, maybe if you log on August 10th and you keep it up, the servers will stay on, just like the Halo 2 servers.
The sad part is like Nintendo put out this stock image of like the Nintendo TV symbol and it says Nintendo TV over it, and it says "Thank you for tuning in!" ! And it's like a spotlight on the symbol, and in the background it's just "Thank you" written over and over and over again. It's like the most depressing. Like, say goodbye to this service I've ever seen.
That's what I want. I want the last thing I ever see in life before I depart from this earthly sphere.
From God's green earth.
Yes, to be that. Thank you for playing.
Thank you for
Thank
playing.
you for watching.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
That's how.
That's how I want to go at.
That's how it's got to end. Yeah, no one ever used this. It's weird.
I think more people who have Xbox Ones are using. If they use TV, like, they'll definitely use that one over the Wii, like, almost any day.
Yeah.
And obviously because the Wii U's not selling as much, it's a smart decision just to get rid of it. Like, no one really used it in the first place. So.
Yeah, it's hogging their bandwidth at this point, and they gotta. I mean, the Wii U's only got so much.
All that bandwidth that they're using.
Right? Ugh, really killing it. All those 5 million Wii U's.
That's Splatoon voice chat that everyone uses.
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
It's called Skype.
Yeah, I don't know. Scott, did you ever use Nintendo TV?
Nope.
No one ever did.
I forgot it existed.
Yeah.
I didn't. When's it shutting down? I have to find out what it is.
August 11th.
I have to find out what it is.
We're gonna have a memorial for it.
Yeah.
We're gonna lower an actual working television into the ground.
Yeah. I don't even remember how it worked. It was so weird.
Do you have an old 2TV?
No, that's how I played video games for a long time.
CRT it up, man.
No, not even CRT. I'm talking about a television from like 1978.
Cool.
It was a big thing. And
Did it even have like the right inputs? It was just all S video.
No, this is before RCA and S video.
Okay.
It was there. You had to have like 2 prongs, which is like an RF. So I had the RF
Jesus.
to like.
Yeah.
You could play, but here's the thing. Quick aside, there was an adapter that they made for RF back in 1991 to accommodate the Super Nintendo, and Nintendo used the same AV plug from the SNES all the way up through the GameCube, I could play GameCube games on that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Didn't they like take that out of the later GameCube models?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I was really kind of upset when I saw that the Wii changed it, because I was like, oh man.
Yeah. They dropped it, so you can boot up your 70s TV anymore.
Yeah, it's Trintron.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Brant. But in good news for you, since I know you like Tomb Raider, the new one, Rise of the Tomb Raider is coming to PC early 2016 and PS4 holiday 2016. So now we finally have a definitive answer on the timed exclusivity of Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider for Xbox One. So it's 1 year between when it comes out on Xbox One and PS4, assuming it isn't delayed, which I think is not off the table.
What if it was delayed on the Xbox One? That means an auto delay for the PS4 title, right?
Yeah, I imagine there has to be a year between the releases.
Because that would be a huge, funny troll.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's a 3-month gap. Fuck!
So, yeah, I mean, the game is coming out November 10th, which is the same day as Fallout 4 currently. A lot of people are just kind of discussing that this game would do a lot better if it wasn't coming out this very, very busy holiday, especially for kind of games of that ilk. And some people, Colin Moriarty, like specifically, was saying like he'd love to see this go right up against Uncharted 4, which I think that would be very interesting to say at least. Yeah, now we know. Timed exclusive, 1 year, coming to PC early 2016. I'm gonna get it on Xbox One, so whatever.
I'm probably
I
maybe PC.
I got Tomb Raider on Xbox 360 because I wanted something to play on it. It was like Dishonored. It was like one of those single player games I picked up for it, even though it has multiplayer. I was aware. Don't worry. It doesn't exist in my heart.
Does Rise of the Tomb Raider have multiplayer?
We still don't know. It could be like that Last of Us thing where they announce it a month before the game comes out, but we'll see. I got it on 360, so this is like going the same route for me. I don't know. Do you think that game's gonna get delayed, Nabishin?
I kind of
feel like-
hope.
I
I
feel
kind of
like-
hope. I'm
yeah.
like in the middle. I kind of do and I kind of don't. I would love to see it go against Uncharted to see like how it would actually do. Like two exclusives go against each other. That's like the interest of me as being someone who likes video games is to see like how those two do going against each other.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to play that as soon as fucking possible. In its most polished state, to like, I hope it's just ready when it comes out. Because like,
Yeah.
more than likely, I'm not gonna get Fallout 4 anyway. Like, I would get Tomb Raider over that any other day. I mean, any day. But like,
Are you looking forward to the uphill battle of fighting against half of this podcast that are rooting for Fallout 4 to win Game of the Year?
Well, what half? I know you, and
Tony?
I know Greg if he's even there.
Tony, Greg,
Is Tony
and
getting
possibly
Fallout
myself.
Yeah, of course.
4? Okay.
And then Scott will just talk shit in the corner the whole time.
Scott will play it, I'm sure.
And there's Scott.
And there's Scott. Scott is. Oh, I didn't even know Scott got dropped.
That's what I just said. Like, I didn't even know he left.
Speak of the devil, and he will return.
Hello.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, I'll fight that battle. Like, I'll offer Vayne 2, and I got to number 3, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. I really want Tomb Raider to be successful. My thing is, like, I don't know. Like, Square has Hitman coming out in December, but that's not going to do that well, I don't think.
It might do its own thing. Like,
It might do its own thing, but
sparingly, but
I think that's going to make money over time, and they need, like, a hit. They need something, like, big this holiday.
Final Fantasy 15.
Possibly in Japan still. They could if that comes out in Japan this year, then I could see them delaying Tomb Raider.
Final Fantasy 15, 2015.
It makes too much sense.
It does. But yeah, like Tomb Raider, the first Tomb Raider was really awesome. I really enjoyed that for what it is. I'm pretty much on. I haven't looked up anything on that game really. Like I haven't looked at anything like
Seen the trailers. That's about it.
Yeah. Like other than the trailer they showed like at the Xbox conference, but like I'm pretty much in the dark about that. Like that helped a lot for like games like Batman Arkham Knight. So and that made me really really enjoy that game. So I think I'll just keep doing that with that and Metal Gear, and I'll just be pleasantly surprised when I play those games.
Yeah. Again, like I've watched so much about Metal Gear, I still don't know. Like I feel like I don't know anything about that game. It's a very weird experience. It's the exact opposite of what I felt with The Witcher 3, where I felt like I knew a lot about that game, but didn't end up knowing that much. Odin Sphere is coming to North America.
Remake.
The remake. It's coming to Japan in this coming January, and North America later in 2016. It's coming to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation Vita. It's getting a nice little HD up-res. And this is one of them Vanillaware games. Nabishin, I assume you're very excited.
Yes, I bought Odin Sphere when it came on the PlayStation 2 Classics on PS3, and it looks really good. I just never really got into it. I maybe put like an hour of it, and that was like maybe like 3 years ago when I did that. So like, yeah, I'll be willing to go through that in the per-year version. So
Yeah, you were stoked, Brant. I know you.
Yeah,
you
it
said you
looks.
liked
Yeah. I only played a little bit of it, but I'm in Novishin's kind of boat. But yeah, it's a pretty game.
Yeah, those Vanillaware guys, they know how to fucking make pretty games.
There's some wonderful humans there.
Yeah, what's the witch game? What's it called, Nabishin? You would know.
the Witch game? There's Dragon's Crown and there's Mirror Monster Rebirth. What?
The other Vanillaware game.
I'm to look it up.
It's Grim something.
Yeah, Grim Grimoire.
There you go. Yes.
That's what it is. I've heard good things about that as well. I still need to play more Dragon's Crown, which I like a lot. So I still have all my physical Vita games. Single tier. All rest in peace 3DS games.
I think. Did you ever get when it was on PlayStation Plus for PlayStation 3? You can get that version. Play that version.
Yeah. I can play that. I definitely play that. Dragon's Quest 11 is rumored to be announced next week. You might even know about it by the time you hear this in audio form.
I mean, the only reason I put that one down is I was curious if any of you guys were Dragon Quest fans.
I feel like if anyone of us would be, it'd be either you,
Me,
Brant, or Scott.
I'm a fan.
Scott's in and out. He's weaving between the waves. He's not here right now. We'll
He's
get him
like
back.
a squeeze box.
Yeah. You like Dragon Quest, Brant?
I do. So I really like Dragon Quest 8. I never beat it, but I want to go back and play it. So I was planning on going back and playing the PlayStation 2 version. However, there is a version coming out in August on the 3DS in Japan, and presumably if it does well enough, it's going to come to the West, and I'd probably end up picking up that version.
It's Dragon Quest. It'll do super well.
Dragon Quest 8. Oh, man. If you haven't played that game, it is drop dead, because it's cel-shaded.
Yeah, that's everyone. A lot of people recommended me Dragon's Quest 8.
That is one of those games though where you have to set aside a chunk of time. That is a huge.
No problem for me
JRPG.
apparently. Like 25 hours into Tales of Vesperia already.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying like that game that is a long and winding road.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm curious, Brent. Like, what's the main thing that stands out about Dragon Quest? 'Cause, like, I get Tales, I get like other JRPGs. I just don't know what really makes that one.
What's
stand
Dragon
out.
Quest's hook?
Other than like it being like the first RPG, I guess you could say.
It's for me. I've always liked the kind of. It's never been afraid of or embarrassed by having a more cartoony art style, including the characters in it. I mean, the main enemies are slimes as opposed to like goblin. There's some goblins. My favorite is there's a lot of puns in Dragon Quest 8. Like there's there's squid enemies and they're called calamari, but it's KHAL.
Of course, like Mortal Kombat. I got you.
Right. Or fucking Donkey Kong 64.
Congus erectus.
Congus erectus. So I like the art style. The stories are okay, but in Dragon Quest 8 you have this. I'm trying to think of exactly what it's called, but you can tame monsters almost in a Ni no Kuni like style, where you can have this party of beasts fight for you, and then also kind of level them up in an arena, and then also have your when they get defeated, you can go back to your main party. There is no, it's kind of stock in as much as it is a turn-based JRPG with random battles. In fact, one of the things that puts me off of playing the PS2 version is it's well known that it has too many random battles. Like the encounter rate is crazy. So I'm hoping that the 3DS version remedies that. It's very strange to say, but it's very a basic kind of thing to say. But I have fun when I play those games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. Now, they are kind of like the progenitor of the JRPG genre.
They were given away.
Yeah, they
in America. So
they Dragon Warrior. That first one was like the first kind of formulaic JRPG, I guess.
Slimes,
Slurms,
Slurmies,
Slurpees, Slushies. So I don't know. I've never played a Dragon Quest game.
I think you would like them.
Yeah, I love JRPGs, so I'm sure at least one of them would appeal to me. So I'm looking forward to possibly that Dragon Quest 8 thing coming over to the West on 3DS, because I would definitely play that. Of any of them, I would play Dragon Quest 8 or 7 first. So, yeah, it's cool. I want to know what Dragon Quest 11 is. A lot of people were saying it would not be an MMO like Dragon Quest 10, Dragon Quest 10, I should say, and it would be just kind of a single-player JRPG experience. Jerpies. Persona 4 Dancing All Night is coming out September 29th. and this is more of like a PSA.
Can
Please,
I have a PSA?
please buy that.
I have a PSA.
Yeah,
When is this going to go up?
on Tuesday.
I hope it's still going on because I have absolutely no idea. But they're having a sale on Bastion and Transistor.
It will be. It's going up through the 29th, so it should be.
The PSN, and you can get both of those incredible games for $8.50 total.
Still haven't played Transistor.
$5 right now.
I have it.
Oh, you have it. Oh, because was it a PS Plus thing?
No. Someone bought it for
It
me.
was.
It
Yeah,
was.
it was at some point. I bought it at full price, and I had a fucking blast.
Yeah, I know.
Super Giant.
I'm
I
just the
bought it
worst.
the day it came out.
Yeah, so did I.
Someone bought it for me the day it came out.
So if you we
Thank
get
you,
it.
Rob Castelletta.
Somebody loves you.
Yeah.
But yeah, my PSA is please buy those games because they're wonderful and heavily discounted.
Yes. I was thinking about buying Bastion again just because.
I did. It was fucking $3.75. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is half a Chipotle burrito.
As we discussed
That is
earlier.
in New York. That is less than a gallon of gas.
That's like barely over a slice in New York.
No.
I've heard you can get a $3 slice.
If you go on St. Mark's, I think it's Joe's. They got a special: two plain slices and a bottle of water for $3.
Whoa.
It's good pizza too.
That's a good deal.
But it's around the corner from my favorite burger place, so it's usually missed. Continue.
Yeah, Persona 4, man. Dancing all night. I'm going to be dancing with Rise. That's for fucking sure. Exactly, just like that. I feel like for a moment, on your face, I saw the face of Ben Riddick.
You've stared into the eyes of God.
Yeah. We got.
How would you change your fate?
Witcher, what would you do to change your fate? I don't know where I heard that, but I thought it was funny. It's probably a Giant Beast cast, I think.
I think we're the worst.
Scott, for people listening at home, he's having a little trouble. He's going to be back in soon, though. He assures us. Are you going to be getting Persona 4 Dancing All Night, Nabashin?
Yeah, collector's edition. I'll get that. I'll pre-order
Miku
that
is
eventually.
in that game, apparently. Hatsune Miku. Tony?
Of course.
Yeah.
Did you know Rise's voice changed?
No. Who's the new voice actress?
Ashley Birch.
I do like Ashley Birch.
It changed since apparently since Ultimax, and apparently you didn't notice it.
I don't know if that's canon.
No, not Ultimax. I'm sorry. It was it changed in Persona Q. It definitely changed in Persona Q.
I play a lot of Persona Q.
And you just didn't notice, or you didn't talk that much, maybe?
No, she talks a lot. I have her. She's my navigator. So either like she's excellent at doing Rise, or it hasn't changed. I'll look into this. This is very important to me. Although like I'm hoping that Persona 4 Dancing All Night is the last game Rise's in. Because I'm ready to put to bed the Persona 4 characters and move on.
Yep.
To Persona 5 and whatever cast of crazy characters they bring to the table.
I just kind of realized too that I've never finished Ultimax. I didn't get any.
I haven't finished Ultimax either. I got through the Persona 3 story, and I haven't finished the Persona 4 one. Got halfway through it though, so I'm close. Like I just need to kind of go back and remind myself of what the fuck was going on in that game. Because that game is weird and crazy.
I definitely picked that up again. Like I had the Jonesin to play some more Persona 4 lately. Because I was just thinking about like the soundtrack, and then I listened to it. And my niece was like, "What are you listening to? You sound weird." I'm like, "This is my jam." So
And you're like, you fucking step off. That you don't understand. I'm looking at a list of voice actors, and Ashley Birch plays Ray, the new character in Persona Q.
Ray from the dad from Rocket Power.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
But
pretty
cool.
the Rise is not listed here, so in this IMDb page. Well,
if you look at her new trailer, she does sound different though. With,
Okay.
Dancing All Night.
yeah.
I kind of noticed that. I was like,
Yeah, but again, I think Dancing All Night's kind of different because there's a lot of singing in that game. I feel like you're asking a different task of a voice actress when you're doing something like that.
do you not remember that solo that
Dude,
Ashley Laura Bailey did?
Dude, I remember.
More Golden.
It was legit, but a whole game of it might be a lot to ask. It was legit though. So, besides, like Days All Night is like hopefully the last of my weird spin-off fantasy titles. So, the end of the fantasy. Is there like any like kind of story component to that game or no?
Yeah, there's a story.
Awesome. Fuck yeah. It's all about Risei. Let's hope. Silent Hills is Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro are allegedly working on a new title. Is this alleged or is this super confirmed? Scott, you're back?
Yep.
Do you need me to count you in?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm ready.
On 1, 3, 2, 1.
All right, I'm in.
Cool. Scott's back. Scott.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Just bow.
The Return of the King.
Yeah. It's,
Hey, at least it wasn't an hour-long outage.
At least it wasn't an hour-long combat scene of Minas Tirith.
Yo, I'm all about that.
Yeah, what did I miss?
It was great.
We've aged.
Scott, what you missed was Silent Hills' Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro are working on a new title.
Speculation? What's the speculation?
Is this official, or is this...
It's been going around, so...
So, Guillermo del Toro told IGN, quote, "I love working with Kojima-san. We are still in touch. We are still friends and working into doing something together. But that's not going to be Silent Hills." And he continued to say, "We were in the planning stages, and it's a shame it's not going to happen." Continuing on, "We were talking about really pushing the boundaries of the new consoles and making the game really mess with your head. One of the great moments in Metal Gear Solid was Psycho Mantis. The idea that the game can actually interact with you and stuff like that." So, according to Del Toro, they're working on something together.
Wooden cog gas. Boom.
Here's the thing, and obviously Kojima's been kind of a conversation point every week now. I subscribe to the theory that Kojima is ready to make a movie. That's my thing. Like, I know a lot of people are like, no one's going to give him the budget. While after Pacific Rim, people will throw money at Guillermo del Toro at this point. He's hot right now. He's making another Pacific Rim. That will do really well. It's probably going to be really enjoyable as well. It's probably going to be a good experience. So strike while the iron's hot. If he can get Kojima in to be like kind of creative director of this film project, and Del Toro kind of produces it, gets the money, makes it happen, this could be the craziest fucking thing in the world. So,
I still think that the opening to Metal Gear Solid 2 is one of the best cinematic experiences in all of video games.
I think the ending of Metal Gear Solid 2 is one of the best cinematic experiences in all video games.
Yeah, as my brain was drooping out of my side of my head trying to figure it all out.
Are you a Metal Gear fan?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Scott apparently is gone.
He didn't like this talk.
Unless, Scott, is this text message? Yeah, it says now. He said, "Just finished without me." Okay. I love you, Scott.
I love you too.
Wherever you are. What do you think, Namashin?
I think every time
Kojima.
Brent comes on that people disappear for some reason.
Listen, I don't like this assertion that I make people so uncomfortable that they feel the need to leave.
Your assassins are getting them.
It's
killing
basically just Scott.
It's their creed, one might say.
them. Oh, God, I'm going to throw up.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Kojima, what do you think he's up to? Do you think this is legit?
Sure. Like, they seem to have like a good relationship. For that period that they had with PT. So I could see them working together again. Like, it was just about in anything, either a new game or a new movie. I just think it's like two minds that come together and like they enjoy each other's work and they just want to see what they can make out of it. And whatever that medium is, like, I'll be excited to see it. So hopefully it'll come out soon. That's all I hope.
I love the idea of like Kojima making like a Quentin Tarantino style 3-hour movie, like a Django meets what's the one with Leonardo DiCaprio?
The Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street. I know that's not a Tarantino, but
The Wolf Unchained.
but like an absurdly long movie that's just like exhausting in the best way. I love the idea of Kojima doing that. What about you, Brant?
That would be incredible. I think that the way that those games have been presented are exceptionally cinematic. The cutscenes are, mind blowing. I think Metal Gear Solid 2 it's one of my favorite games of all time. It's it was an exceptional experience. It's another game that I played when I was, I think, 14, and then I went back last year to replay it and got a lot more out of it than I did the first time.
Yeah.
So if he made a movie, who was involved with the movie project, I'd certainly be into it. I don't know how great it would be because his storytelling is a little, it gets fucking crazy. I don't know if I'd be able to follow it, but it has the potential to be something really, really great.
I mean, people look at Christopher Nolan movies, and that's kind of long in the tooth as far as like story.
It's true. I'll give you that.
I love Christopher Nolan as well. Tony, what about you? Do you have an opinion on this?
Hold on, I'm busy reading this Scott stuff.
Oh, great, Tony. It's fine. It's fine.
It's lost in the stream.
Yeah, Scott. He had the Ghostbuster pack on.
You're right.
The Proto Man pack, and they exploded.
Sounds about right.
That's a way to go.
Yeah. No, I'm very curious. I hope this is true. I hope Guillermo del Toro's not just saying shit.
He's yonking his dong.
I mean, I hope he's yonking his dong, but... Last news story. Street Fighter V. Let's talk about Street Fighter V. So, they've kind of elaborated on what they want to do with Street Fighter V, like, when it comes out. And basically, they want to make it so it's not like Street Fighter 4 where you have to kind of buy a new iteration of the game every few years or whatever. So there's going to be one initial release of the game, and they're saying that's the only disc you'll ever need to own. And all balance and system adjustments will be available for free. So, like, I'm assuming with, like, they say system adjustments, I'm assuming, like, kind of how Super Street Fighter added, like, a second Ultra for each character, that would be a free patch with this game, or free update. And it says all post-launch gameplay-related content will be earnable for free by playing the game. So there are two currencies in this game. What's it? Fighter points?
Fight money.
Fight money. That's right.
Yeah.
It's better. And Zenny.
Oh, Zenny.
So fight money you earn by playing the game. Zenny is real money converted to Zenny. And you can use Zenny in-game and presumably some kind of in-game store to unlock new characters, yada, 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 anything you expect. I guess costumes as well. Or you can use fight money, which you can earn by playing the game. So it's a very free-to-play-esque model. And the game will launch with 16 playable characters. 4 of them will be brand new. And Capcom has said they will add new characters and content to the game just as like they did with Street Fighter 4, but not in these big chunks of patches, presumably, like Super Street Fighter 4, Ultra Street Fighter 4, etc. So, I mean, obviously this is like it's been a bit of a heated debate, as far as I've seen in the fighting community, of is this a good thing or is this a bad thing? What do you think, Nabishin?
I think it's a good thing.
I want to think it's a good thing to say.
Yeah, obviously it's how it comes out, and it just could be fucking terrible. But like, from what I see, from what I'm understanding at least, this seemed like to something like to the extent of like how games used to be in a way. Just like you play the game, you play enough of it so you can unlock certain stuff, and you can unlock characters if you just like if you beat the game on hard mode, and like you unlock Goki, like the original Street Fighter 4, where you unlock how you unlocked Goki and Kuma, and like you just had to beat him on the hard mode or whatever. Do certain things through the story mode or the arcade mode to unlock those characters, and like I think that's fine. I think that's get someone who like me who likes to play fighting games a lot. But like like it's all about what you get out of them. Like I play Blaze Blue just for the story, and like I play Street Fighter just for like the gameplay itself. But like if there's nothing else there, like I'll play Street Fighter like every once in a while. Yeah. This will make me just play more single player for a good while to like actually unlock all the characters and stuff like that, and like learn your stuff. So I think for value, for me personally, this is a good thing. Especially since I don't have to pay, or at least as it shows right now, that I don't have to pay to get these new characters. So it seems really cool.
Yeah, Tony, what about you? Thoughts?
I think it's like okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy this game.
Yeah,
I'll play this game. So like It's good that I don't have to buy a bunch of like upgrades to the game, but it really depends on how they set up their microtransactions anyway. So
Yeah. Do you have
it's all leaguey.
Yeah, it is very League of Legends. E.
E.
Do you have an opinion on this, Brant?
Kind of. I mean, I don't really play Street Fighter games, but I think it could potentially be cool. Again, it's all about implementation. I think of all the series that have permutation, Street Fighter is sometimes the most funny because it's Street Fighter 2, then 2 Turbo, then 2 the new challengers, then 2 the Lost Levels, then 2 Doki Doki Picnic, then 2 Electric Boogaloo, then 22 Jump Street, Street Fighter 2, Cross Tekken, Cross everything else, Cross Your Mom.
Yeah.
So I think it would be really funny and cool if all of the, if they did it once a year and this DLC. A balancing patch should come because the fighting community is very vocal, so I'm sure if something's broken, they will hear about it. But in terms of new content, it would be fun if once a year they did a spin on that, and so like that year's DLC pack is called like the new challengers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so it's kind of cool throwbacks. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is like the two ratios that we don't know is like time to fight points. Like how does that work out? How much time do you have to get to how much fight points, and fight points to new character? Like how much does each character cost? Are they all going to cost the same? Are new characters going to cost more, or and our old characters going to like go down in price? Very League of Legends-esque, et cetera, et cetera. So like that, those are the big things. For me, like I'm okay with like this idea. I like the idea of playing a fighting game to unlock characters. That's what I've always liked about Smash Brothers. A lot of people hate it. I get it. A lot of people just want to play the game, play all the characters. I get it. But, with this, it gives me a reason to kind of come back to a game, revisit it, keep playing it, because I have something to get. Like, I have something... I have, like, some kind of pie-in-the-sky thing to achieve, to unlock, and some kind of reward/satisfaction that I can get. It's very artificial, but I like it, And that's why I always like Smash Brothers the most of all the fighting games I've played, because there was always something for me to get. So that's one thing. The Zenny, like how much are characters going to cost, like on Zenny money, I guess. Like how much you get 500 Zenny for $5, and is that going to get you a character?
Quick aside, how many games use a Zenny? It's like the
Mega Man does. Mega Man Legends does.
Yeah, it's like everyone has used the made up term of Zenny.
That's like Capcom. That's a Capcom staple, I feel.
Is it? It's the Capcom thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah, I don't know. You're right. Zenny is like a great name for fictional money, though.
Yeah, because Dragon Ball uses Zenny as well.
Yeah. Could be a Namco thing as well, because Namco's under the Dragon Ball umbrella. So.
Whatever.
It's a Japanese thing. Whatever. Maybe Zenny is like a Japanese slang word for money. Who knows? Yeah, like and so they brought this up on the Giant Bombcast, as they bring up a lot of good points there, a lot of salient points there of like, are they going to release characters in bundles? Kind of like how you were saying, Brant, because that might make this kind of shitty, where it's just like it's easier to just like fucking buy them, buy a bundle pack or whatever. Unless you're saving up fight points between content updates and character releases, and you don't know how much you have to spend. So, if they're just gonna release like a Super Street Fighter 5 at some point that just has 5 new characters or whatever, it's easier to just buy them, I think. But if they're doing it like one new character a month, kind of like how Killer Instinct has done it, that makes more sense, because you get a new character, you play it for a month, you're racking up fight points with the character presumably, and then you'll have enough to get the new character next month. So people who regularly play the game, it'll feel like a natural progression for them. That's like the ideal scenario, I think. But I'm kind of with Tony in this. Is like, how are they going to do it? That's the big thing. And we're gonna find out soon. This game's coming out this year, right? So
next year.
Oh, next year? Okay.
The beta's out now, and I got borked. So there you go.
It got borked?
Yeah. So they took it down for a while. But they'll extend the beta. So it's kind of a shitty thing because it's a pre-order bonus. So people are up in arms about it. So
a pre-order bonus ending up being a shitty thing. Weird.
Who knew?
Yeah. I don't know. I want this way to work. But like some people were bringing up, this doesn't preclude them from like just putting out a Super Street Fighter V disc at some point that has the original content and the new content. So
Well, that's more of like for fighting game tournaments and stuff like that.
yeah, I mean, like that's the big thing is like we got to make sure this works for people who run tournaments as well. So, and I guess like being able to just buy it means like you can get everything if you need it, but that's kind of shitty. So hopefully there's a way to make that work. That's it for news, though. That's a lot of good news.
Good news.
Good news. Solid news. Enjoyable news. So let's take a peek into the mail sack. How about that?
I like peeking.
I don't know if you want to say that like out loud. Oh god, I have to sign into Google Voice. Give me a second.
I like sneak king.
Fill air, please.
Hey, folks.
Fellas, folks, and ladies.
Like
Hey
sneaking.
there. Hey there out there in
Yeah, like Slow King.
Slowpoke.
Yeah.
Seadrill.
B-Drill?
B-drill.
I got it now. Let's do this. Silver PR sent us this.
What's up, guys? Silvio here again. Going mobile on this bitch.
Going mobile.
Sorry for the audio quality. I'm in the move right now on the car. Nothing to talk about games, just a little bit of Rocket League throughout the week. It's been a long week. It's been a long day for me today.
It was still a PR,
so
Tony.
kind of tired and stuff. But
Yeah.
I want to leave you guys a message. I just came from the mall, from a GameStop, to pick up my Street Fighter V code, and all of a sudden I found out that the
So he's upset
whole
right now.
thing went
Yeah.
shut down because of matchmaking and logging issues.
Yeah.
And it's kind of silly how I see the comments about people just bitching and moaning about, oh, what disappointed I was tired because I pre-ordered blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's a beta for a fucking reason. Thank God it happened on this beta and not in the fucking game when it came out. So, get over it, sons.
Son.
But still, I got my beta code
Sons,
just
plural.
when they, relaunched the whole thing when they decided to. So I want to get into the action. Also, the other day came from the mail, a package from Amazon, because I ordered some. I don't know if you guys know about perler beads. It's one of those things they call it melty beads, Hamas beads. I don't know, some kind of beads. You just iron them and melt them and make them up together. You know what they do?
Weird.
Make bead art. And I want to get into that action. I want to get into some new hobby other than video gaming. Maybe
I'm into
doing
it.
some crafts over there with that stuff. I don't know. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Just the peg board needs to arrive, and then I'm up in that bitch and just making a lot of Ryus and I don't know, Hatsune Miku's maybe, Pokemon, Pac-Man's,
Pac-Man.
whatever. Anyway, before I go, I want to leave you with a question. Now that I'm interested in doing 8-bit art and stuff, if you guys are interested in any other hobby other than video gaming, if you haven't haven't practiced that kind of hobby yet, or if you do, what is your other hobby other than gaming? Because we don't love gaming. You guys do a podcast for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all me. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Have a fun one. So PR signing out. Sorry. I love you guys. Bye.
Love you too, buddy. I will say Google updated their voice to text thing, like their translator for Google Voice. It's a lot better, like surprisingly accurate.
Huh.
So, fun fact for everyone at home there. Another hobby outside of playing video games. Video games is my career, Silver VR, please.
No, it's not.
No, writing is my career. Video games is what I write about. So, I don't know. I would say writing, but no, that's definitely more.
You're a writer on the streets, but a gamer in the sheets.
Yeah. I don't know. Video games is part of my career. But like, normally I would say writing, but now writing has very much become, that's my thing. It's my jizzity job at this point. What about you, Brian? I feel like you would have something.
I have tons of hobbies.
Yeah.
I like writing.
Skull collecting.
Skulltula collecting.
Oh, Jesus.
I pay a man named Dampe to dig up graves.
Is it Dampe or Damp?
I do Dampe.
Okay. I say Dampe as well. So.
Just because it has the
It's got the accent.
accent aigu, as they would say French. I like to play the guitar. I write songs. I have a record collection.
Yes, you have a record collection, as I learned a lot about today.
Yeah, no, it's a massive one.
2,500?
It's something like that. It's a lot of records.
Jesus Christ. That, like, 2,000 plus, like,
Potentially,
solid,
yes.
potentially.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of my collection.
Do that.
I'm gonna take a nice picture before I start selling it off. What else do I like to? I really do like going on trips.
Long walks on the beach.
So no, but coming down here is definitely the type of thing I like to do. I like to travel to new places when I get the opportunity to.
You're a worldly man. You've been to many other countries.
It's true. I just found out I'm going to Norway.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
No way.
Maybe I should. I will send you a voicemail from Norway.
Do that. But standard long distance fees do apply. So.
No, I'll use. I have. If you put actual money into a Skype account, then you can call any a landline or cell phone from any other place in the world for like 1 or 2 cents a minute.
Yeah.
So I'll call you up, drunk, and I'll try to make some salient points. Video games are a hobby. Writing is my job. Writing about video games is certainly part of the gig currently.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like to balance it out. I like to do tons of stuff besides simply gaming. What about the rest of you fine individuals?
Navashin?
Me, like, you can't even say, being an uncle is like one of my, side things.
That's rad.
It's very important to you, though.
Yeah, it really is. I really like kids. I really like just playing around them, picking their minds, seeing what they're really into, and like embracing what they like and what they don't like. I always try not to do that thing, like when someone talks to a little kid, like, "Hey, how was your day?" And like, "Oh, I made 5 like pennies or something like that." No way, that's impressive. Like I don't really
patronize them.
Yeah, I don't really like talking down on them. Like they're like little things. I like to speak on them at their same level. It was like, oh, like, like how many is 5 and like count how many 5 is, like stuff like that. So like,
yeah,
that's really a big thing to me. I also like to cook. I like to cook a lot.
Cooking is awesome.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's just like, I just don't do it enough, honestly.
I love cooking, so.
I usually have people who cook around me so much, like my mom and Katie. They love to cook for me.
Man.
So like the opportunity doesn't really come up a lot, but like like I always like learning how to do it, and I always like doing it myself if I can. So I just don't do it all that often, unfortunately. But I really like cooking.
You should see Nabashin. You should have seen him when he was living down the hall from me. He was a fucking virtuoso of the microwave.
Yeah, you
do
knew how to
something.
tame it.
Yeah.
Do you have one, Tony?
I mean, I like play card games in all forms all the time.
Yeah.
And go outside every once in a while, just kind of hang out. Yeah, absorb some vitamin from the sun.
The Vitamin Benjamin.
Yeah, I would say like doing Let's Plays is a big hobby of mine. That's not like anything integral. It's it's part of my catalog of things I can do hopefully well. Video editing is a big hobby of mine. I haven't done it in a while, but I love editing video. I think it's really fun. It's a whole new challenge outside of editing audio. I actually got paid to do some audio production recently, so I guess that would be a kind of hobby-esque thing. And hopefully I'll be doing more of that some point soon once I have my once I've done some acoustic treatment to my little studio down here. Yeah, cooking's big for me. I like going on walks. I like going to new places, going and walking around. But yeah, I would say I guess my biggest hobby outside of games is cooking. I started a cookbook, just like trying different recipes and taking pictures and writing down how I did them differently and all these things. So, and I have that in like a Google Doc folder. So, I love cooking. So, I hope that answered your questions over here. I hope your artistic ventures go well. And I didn't ask Tony yet. No, I did. I forgot.
What?
I was like, oh shit, did I forget Tony? I didn't forget
You're
Tony.
losing your fucking mind.
I am.
I really like cooking. That's my calling, I think.
Yeah. Tony, Master Chef, Top Chef Tony. I call him the Iron Chef when we're in bed together.
It's fact.
He flips you over.
Yeah. Oh, he does. He tells me what the recipe is.
You want some shiitakes from my Mushroom Kingdom?
I am also a beer connoisseur. I like drinking new beer. Let's see. Scott, I would say Scott. What's Scott's hobby, Tony?
Fish.
Fish. Scott likes to go hiking.
Fucking.
Straight butt slamming ass fucking.
I really just want that as a soundbite. I want Novishin just saying
just
that.
leave it saying fucking.
That's great. That's when people ask me what I've been doing. If that's the case, I'm going to send them that soundbite of somebody they don't know saying that.
We really need an Irrational Passions
Soundboard.
soundboard. That's like now Nobishin saying fucking and me saying Spelunky is so good. I'm like losing my mind.
Yes.
Scott, Scott's a very adventurous person. He's a ninja in real life. He broke into my house once on my orders because I locked my keys inside, and it was fantastic to watch. That's it. That's the show. That's the end. Brant.
Brant.
Thank you for joining us. If you'd like to send us a voicemail like Silver PR did, you can call us over at 404-590-1337. Standard long distance fees do apply. You can leave us an email over at mailsack@irrationalpassions.com. That's MAILSACK at irrationalpassions.com. Follow each of us on Twitter. I am at AlFighter27. Scott was at WhatToChuz, but he's no longer with us. Nobishin's at Nobishin186, and Tony's at Tony Horvath. Brant, you were at B-Range.
It's true.
BRANJ. Super
You
easy.
should change that to like bee ranch dressing.
We've been making
discussed about
those
ranch
jokes.
buns.
Yeah, so
I've been called Marlon Branto before. It's probably my favorite one.
yeah, that's good.
The Lone Ranger is another good one.
Some other stuff. Please rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. Definitely Stitcher. If you haven't rated us on Stitcher, I would very much appreciate that. Follow the website and the show, the podcast, on Twitter at IrrationalPod. Go to VichiEvo.com. Check out the awesome podcast network there that we are a part of. Go to the YouTube page, our YouTube page, youtube.com/IrrationalPassions. Still playing Paper Mario. Soon you'll be able to watch Brant and I play Donkey Kong 64. It's majestic. And tell your friends. Word of mouth is the best way to spread the love. Brant, one more time. Where can people find more of you on the internet?
Twitter mostly, but readretro.com. And hopefully by the next time that I am on this show, my life will be even better.
I hope so.
The Yoshis will grow even happier.
The Yoshis will grow to a whole new fucking world.
And of course, Alex and the rest of the gang, thank you very much for inviting me. It's always a
Absolutely.
pleasure to be on your show.
Thanks for coming to my house.
Oh, no. Again, thank you. Opening your doors is way easier than me just driving down.
Yeah.
Fun fact: if you talk to Alex enough, even you can visit his house.
Don't fucking say that.
Only you can stop forest fires. No,
Don't say that.
It's true though.
It's a pretty great place. Thank you for opening up your heart. And
If you're a
courage.
podcaster, maybe. I'm just trying to add some caveat to this.
some caveats. No,
if you're creepy and weird, I'm not going to let you in my house, all right? I said it.
one day it would be amazing if we had an Irrational Passions meetup.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Just thousands of people.
I want to get Harold Price in my house.
cool.
That's my goal.
I wanna do that too.
You're going to come back.
I would love to come back. So thank you very much again for having me. It's always a pleasure to be on the show. It's always a whole bunch of fun
Yeah.
to join in to this world, and I hope
You're
that
too
the-
kind.
that the listeners have had fun. It's a great show to be on.
And with that, check out everything else, website, irrationalpassion.com, and hopefully you'll see Waffles versus Pancakes there very soon.
Oh, it's gonna be
And Brent and I are going to talk very sultry tones about
dripping
romance.
with syrup.
Yes, we had waffles today.
Oh, it's delicious.
They were fucking fantastic. Went to my favorite, like one of my favorite food places and my favorite waffle place today.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that ends it. We know waffles
What about
versus
the pancakes?
We could always go to IHOP tomorrow.
Whatever. We can go to IHOP tonight.
Yeah, we
You can go to IHOP whenever the fuck you want.
totally could go to IHOP. Yeah, you can go to IHOP pretty much anytime. Party time.
When you put pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime.
Or you can just
Shh.
no words, just emotion.
It's just emotion.
That's a show. We do have a closing segment here that Nobishin added. I'm excited to hear what's going on. IPTV. We don't have music for this.
We TV.
We TV. This is a segment where we talk about kind of like the TV that we've been watching.
Is this an after show? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, so our closing segment at the end of the show, sometimes we like to do at the end of the show, just before I do the post credits and say goodbye. We do like something that's not about video games, a little off topic.
Perfect. No, yeah, good.
Sometimes it's Novish and Ass. Sometimes it's Alex Listens. Never Alex Listens. And today it's IPTV. So let's talk about television. What people have been watching. Novish, and I'm guessing you have something that you've been watching.
Oh yeah, like lately I just discovered Archer.
That show's good.
I've been really into that show. Like Archer's always been something I've seen for years, and it's like, oh, that's a cool art style, and this generally funny stuff, and then, like, I just never took the time to actually watch it, and like just like the last like maybe 2 weeks, I've been really really into it.
It's got your girl Aisha Tyler on it.
Hells yeah, it does. But yeah, that show's fantastic. Like it's like this moment to moment, just like it's just funny shit. I love it so much. It's really good.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about it. I've watched a couple episodes. It's funny. It's very funny. If you like Archer, you might like Bob's Burgers.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, I needed to give that a shot. Like I've seen like one episode from it, and like I think from the one show I've seen, I think my favorite character was like the girl with the glasses, like just like that.
Yeah, she's
started
really
ass
funny.
girl.
Yeah. Bran, have you been watching anything?
Have I been watching anything? Yeah, I guess I have. Been rewatching a little bit of How I Met Your Mother.
Mm-hmm. You're amongst good company. These two chaps here love it.
My nephew really got into it. Like he watched it like maybe a week ago. Started watching a week ago, and he's already up to like season 7 or something like that. He's watching it.
I am Ted, so watching that show is
Tony's
kind of
Barney.
Fun catharsis. Oh man, we should. I've got a monosyllabic name. We should go out to a bar.
All right.
Yeah, I've seen a few episodes of How I Met Your Mother.
Cool. And
Nothing suits me like a suit.
No, it's a great song. Speaking of, I would like to throw out, because I'm not a big television person, I would like to throw out one music recommendation, if I may.
Oh, please.
I went the night before I came here. I went to see a concert in New York City by an Australian indie rock chick named Courtney Barnett. She has a single album that just came out earlier this year called Sometimes I Sit and Think, and Sometimes I Just Sit. It's absolutely wonderful. It's some ass-kicking music. She was incredible live, and her track, the first track on the album, Elevator Operator, is one of my jams of the summer.
You played it for me today.
In addition to Demi Lovato's "Cool for the Summer," so there you go.
Cool for the Summer is fucking dope.
That's a really really cool.
I'm gonna put it out there.
It's a great one. Alex's review was, "This song makes me nostalgic for things that haven't happened yet."
No, things that never happened. To me.
There we go. That's it. That's what it is.
It was like that moment where I'm like, Shovel Knight plays as good as you remember these games playing.
Right.
It was comparable to that, where I'm like, I think I found it. Tony, have you been watching anything good?
I pretty much just watch MasterChef.
I like MasterChef.
It's a great show.
It's a great show. Though Joe left it, it's sad.
Oh, Joe.
Yeah, he left for this season. No.
Different Joe. Chef Joe.
Joes always leave. I found that out.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah,
I think we might have weird abandonment issues. Whatever, we got an option now.
Someone
Fuck
new,
Joe.
like, hey, what's your name? I'm Joe. Oh God!
No, don't
leave.
Two big things I've been watching. First, though, we got to talk about Teen Wolf. People I feel like people don't understand that I'm very serious about Teen Wolf. It's one of my favorite shows on TV. And here's the thing, and I've boiled this down not on this podcast before, but Teen Wolf is kind of like this generation or the generation after Mize, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like, it is not quite as great and fantastic as Buffy is, because Buffy is like a masterpiece of television. That's Joss Whedon at its best, outside of the first Avengers movie, I think. But Teen Wolf is very much that, like, stupid, ridiculous, supernatural shit is happening all around us. But like, also we're teenagers, but like, let's not take this too seriously, but like, let's take this way too seriously, all at the same time. And it's great. This shit's getting real in Teen Wolf, Brant.
How many seasons?
This is the 5th season.
Oh man, it's a lot of seasons.
Styles just got attacked. He dealt with it in this latest episode, and it goes into this weird thing of like where sometimes people might have some weird PTSD type things going on. It's kind of crazy. Teen Wolf's crazy. Other than that, I've been watching Hannibal. The third season started a few weeks ago. It got canceled. I'm a few episodes behind because now it's like, oh great, well, no rush, I guess, because this is the end. People are talking about it might be picked up by Hulu or Netflix or something. But Hannibal's really good. That especially the latest season, it's been like watching an MC Escher painting.
Explain. I've seen some MC Escher in my
It's
in my
like
days. Travels.
The show goes. It's impossible to describe. There are like these really lengthy scenes of like just absurd music that's like that fits what you're seeing. Just like these abstract visuals that are just like when I watch that show, I feel like I'm on drugs. I'm not. I'm just watching the show, and it does stuff visually and presentationally that makes you question what's real and what's not. And it's very, very well done, especially this latest season. It feels like they kind of knew they were going to get canceled, and they're like, we're going off the fucking rails.
Did they nail it?
They destroy it.
Cool.
It's awesome. Hannibal is one of the best shows on television, especially for like an NBC show. It's crazy how good that show is. So that's it. Anything else,
and
Option? Yeah.
Also, Dragon Ball Super. I've been watching that.
Still good?
Still good.
Are there good fan subs of that?
Yes. I'll link you on Twitter.
Because I would really like to watch that show. I'm a pretty big Dragon Ball fan, and so I was kind of waiting until there was some good fan subs because I'm not really into that scene. But if there are, that's great.
Crunchyroll's got official subs though.
Really?
But no, it's not on Crunchyroll.
It's not.
No.
It's a Funimation, is it?
It's not on Funimation either.
That's weird.
Would you like
Nabashin's gonna
to?
link me.
That's crazy.
Would you like to discuss Dragon Ball facts with Nabashin real quick, so everyone can get upset?
Don't.
No, I'm all right.
It's a trap.
Don't-
It's a
All
trap.
I know is that first of all, one of my favorite episodes, Piccolo's Folly in the Z series. That's a really, really good one. It's a standout episode.
What
Second,
happens in that episode?
second of all, because it's Piccolo. See, he fused with Kami at the Lookout, even though there was like a whole arc where they didn't know if they were going to reform. Because you see, Piccolo came from Kami. He's
Yeah.
really the evil part.
Yeah.
Of them, so to fuse together, you didn't know if that was going to happen. Then there would also be no Guardian of the Earth. So that's a big kerfuffle. Dende ends up being it later on, but that's what I'm talking about. You don't know that at the time. But anyway, there are androids and they're attacking the world. Majin Buu ends up going and fucking things up, but like you think Piccolo's going to beat 17, you're like, oh shit, 17's going to get served because he's shooting out fireballs. And
I'm caught up, Brant. I'm back.
Good. But the one thing I wanted to say about that, the entire Dragon Ball series is I watched that as a kid, and then again I went back and watched it as an adult. Like Master Roshi is creepy as fuck. Like I don't like that character at all. I thought he was funny as a kid, but now I'm like, oh, he's like ogling.
It's way worse in Dragon Ball as well.
Oh, he's at his prime in Dragon Ball as far as that shit. So.
That shit is fucking.
But he
nuts.
has great moments, like where he gets super buff and fucking blows up the moon. So
he has his moments. Like that's 100% his character to be like a complete perv and everything like that. But like
Yeah.
when he's being sincere and when he's serious, he delivers it so good.
Kamehameha wave. He knows it.
yeah, he's got some heartfelt lines.
Anyway, so yeah, fan subs. That'll be great.
Yeah. We'll figure that out
Already
post show.
linked.
Well, that's the show. Let's say goodbye. Thank you,
Goodbye.
Brant, for coming on.
Thank you again for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Tony, thank you always.
You are the weakest link.
Goodbye. Scott, thank you wherever you are in the ether between Jetpack Joyride. Thank you, Nabashin.
Between life and death.
Between life and death. Thank you, Nabashin. Thank you to everyone who's listening out there now or watching or however you're viewing and consuming this. I very much appreciate that. Thank you, Danny, for your opening music of Two-Player Co-op and the World of Save, which is our closing music. And
I like to consume my irrational passions gently sprinkled over a salad.
you can go to Cold Stone for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Also tastes good over salad. Ranch dressing.
Oh my god. Once again, thank you all so much for listening. I've been your host, Alex O'Neill. Play your games, stay irrational. We will talk to you guys and gals next week.
Fellas, folks, and ladies.
Fellas, folks, and ladies.
So we got some titles.
We got some titles, Tony.
What's going on?
The titles we got for this week are Poltergeist. This Week in Scott.
Gross.
Ugh.
Blood type, O'Neill negative. It was Greg the whole time? Alex plays with Brant.
Jesus Christ.
Congolingus / Congus erectus.
That's
a contender.
That's not canon.
Emma Watson walks down a staircase.
I think it should just be Emma Watson's staircase.
Emma Watson, comma, staircase.
Yeah.
Individuals with attitude.
That's the one that I really like, to be honest with you. I know that I said
it. Straight out of Compton. Vitamina Vegemin.
Ooh, that's good.
If you talk to Alex enough, even you can come stay at his house.
No, because that's an invitation.
Absolutely not.
Don't leave me at Aces High 291.
Don't leave, Joe. Don't.
And that's it.
That's the end. What do you like, Brent?
I hate that I said it, but I really do like for Nobishin's reaction. I really like individuals with attitude because I did rap it.
Yeah,
straight into Compton.
Individuals with
Yeah,
attitude.
I'm a motherfucker named Ice Cube with some individuals named Attitude or with attitude. Because I couldn't bring myself to even say anything close to the official lines.
Yeah.
That would have been the best censoring, though. Get Ice Cube to dub it. Yeah. With some individuals named Attitude with attitude.
Tony?
IWA.
IWA.
Ewa.
Tony, what do you like?
I really just I would love for the title to actually be "Don't Leave Me at Aces High 291," so he'd get tagged on Twitter.
Oh, that's good.
I can put that in the description now.
It's true.
Congolingus. Jesus. Every time I look at it written out, I get like chills.
Upset.
The reason why I wouldn't want it to be that, although
Congolingus in the Iraq War.
Because that's the name for one of the titles for one of your Let's
Yeah,
Plays.
it's like the problem is that like Congolingus and like Congus erectus are two episodes of our Let's Play
Yeah,
series.
that's absolutely episode names right there.
Exactly. We've spoken about which Kong to take to a bar.
Which was like dubs to a flame.
We've had some pretty good times. It's the only reason why I kind of keep playing this song.
Just
this
play
game
this song. You were losing it, man.
is that it's really funny.
I'm starting to watch you unwind.
Is just us vamping off of one another.
Yeah,
That's really good.
We say some dumb shit.
So much dumb shit.
Tony, what do you like?
I like if you talk to Alex enough, even you can stay at his house.
Nobishin.
I really like individuals' attitude.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I
I really like Emma Watson, staircase, but
That's also good too.
It should be IWA : individuals with attitude.
absolutely. Do you would you prefer individuals with attitude over Emma Watson, Brant?
I would certainly prefer Emma Watson, but for the episode title, I would prefer individuals with attitude.
Okay.
Because that describes the Irrational Passions crew.
Let's-
We're individuals with attitude.
Let's do it. I want to make Nobishin say individuals with attitude, but I feel like I'm being racist if I do that. But Brant, can you say this Rational Passions podcast episode 237?
237.
So who's
Sure.
saying the line?
I'll say it.
Okay.
Fuck it.
This is Irrational Passions
Episode 237. It's not that hard.
Sure.
You just did. You don't even have to say anything else.
No.
This is Irrational Passions episode 237.
Individuals with attitude.
Dude.
Fucking. That line, if actually, to be honest, if we're gonna get away with it, that would be the episode title. This is Irrational Passion. No, okay, I want to say it, and then Abishan, I want you to say it.
I'll
Welcome.
just sample it, dude.
No, but I want to hear this how it would sound live in the alternate dimension where we could get away
Okay,
with it.
yeah. This is not canon, but
This
we're
is
doing
not
it.
good. Welcome to Irrational Passions episode 237.
Fucking.
Yes. Fucking.
I'll just put that in somewhere. Now you can stop recording.
That would be the ultimate episode. That would be the last episode of Irrational Passions.
That would be. From next episode on, it's new Irrational Passions.
Yeah, it's the news stories.
It's
of Batman.
Irrational Passions Super. to our video viewers, I love all of you.
Yeah, Congolingus.
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 See you in the Let's Plays.
Ah!